little sign that says talk slowly. I need to get into the habit of talking slow in my games. I've got people mentioning, Paul, you need to talk slower. So I'm used to my friend Jenny just kind of raising a sign that says talk slow in the middle of the game. Robin's seen it probably a couple times. All right. With that being said, how about we start our session? What is this? Going to be session 15, 16, something around that ballpark today. With that being said, how about all of you give me a recap, or one of you, give me a recap of the events that transpired last session, what we found, what we discovered, what we seen, what we did. What happened? Someone please take it away.
I think we started last session with Midflit running away from us. Midflit running away, trying to alarm the whole underroot system of the giant sycamore tree we were under.
Yep.
And why were they running away? Because we were thinking about, and this is the most fun of all, logistics of healing. So Orifia was stitching Gilly up back together, and Vanya and Revit were defending basically us against a patrol. Well, it's not really a patrol. I think they were just minding their business and being obnoxious midflits running around. And one got away and started alerting the whole cavern. We then went back after them, like a few minutes later, and they set up a trap, which thankfully did nothing. And after a bit of violence, we found a kobold whose name eludes me. Metmek?
Big
Mac.
Exactly.
Just like that. Mac.
Just exactly, and was beaten within an inch of their life, and Orifiel healed this.
Wasted an elixir of life on it.
Exactly. I didn't want to say it, but I mean, I think it has a lot of tradition to heal NPCs and so on. It's
kind of 1 HP.
Yeah.
And then he just Mick just went to town on the rest of the dungeons.
Yeah, he definitely was doing that. We experienced that.
Living on the edge. Insane.
Yes.
Yeah, we were at a sort of a chasm. That's what it's called, chasm?
Yeah.
Yes, the centipede chasm.
Which we found out was a centipede chasm. There were some ropes strung along, and when going over there, centipede attacked Gilly. Gilly retreated. No one fell down.
Centipede.
Giant, really,
size.
like as big
Yeah.
as several heads together. This is
If it was 8
one way
meters.
Yeah.
yeah.
Really big. There were
And-
loads of babies at the bottom of the chasm as well, so I'm calling it the centipede chasm.
Apparently, a midflit fell down before, so maybe.
Oh, it's dead now.
Yeah, centipede food.
Yeah, you
down
caused
there.
one to fall down.
One could say that, of course, if
I
one
think
wants to.
I mean, you hit it with the javelin or you hit it with a dart.
Refio hit its wrist with a.
With a dart.
Was it the dart from Vanya?
No, I think you took the dart from one of the down kobolds, or from one of the downed mitflits.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
I remember trying to throw sling bullets at it. They miss. Minus.
We were able to beat the giant centipede back, and it fled because the giant centipede got giant not by sticking it out to the end, but by running away. And after that, we basically were in the room where the midflits kind of, what in retrospect was their final stand. There was this midflit on a giant tick.
Yep.
Riding a giant tick, coordinating them, and our kobold friend opened up on them with, I think, killed out of the 5 midflits, killed like 2 of them with critical hits and did a sizable chunk of damage. And the midflits, you can tell they were not very good tacticians because they did not focus their fire on the kobold, which was bad because they decided to go after Oriphiel, and Oriphiel went down.
Life on the edge.
Yeah, exactly. you and Mid were just living on the edge. But we were able to defeat the midflits and give Oriphiel a potion, and Oriphiel was back with us after that. We were able to hear again the sounds of violence from our kobold friends from afar while we were gathering our wits. Apparently, the kobold drove the midflits out, as we were later able to find out, towards our companions who were waiting at the surface. And while going outside, we went into a little cavern that was apparently moist and damp, and a lot of refuse was piled up, and little centipede eggs were gestating there.
So
And yeah, the centipedes that were still alive, we didn't kill any, were very interested in us, maybe Vanya, maybe us. But we went away.
why they would be interested in Vanya?
Yeah, I don't know either.
No, I think I'm really. You don't really notice me, really. I like
Yeah, okay, so it wasn't us,
No,
right?
no.
Yeah.
Could have been me.
Definitely not.
Vanya took an egg, but we didn't notice.
I was about to say you're metagaming right now.
I'm not. Gilly doesn't know. Gilly does not know. George is a bit aware.
It's the players giving the recap.
Yeah, exactly.
Characters.
Wouldn't want to disappoint. So we were able to get outside, almost leaving Vanya behind in the dark, but that didn't transpire like that. And when going outside, our kobold friend was thankfully not cut to ribbons by Jathel.
Yes, he was at Scythe Point, if you will.
Yeah.
Yes, he was.
But yeah, I think we were able to defuse the situation, but we went different ways, and we saw a bit of the brutality of life of the kobolds.
Yep.
Waddling away towards home.
Also, as it turns out, we've been on a very wild goose chase as bandits took Svetlana's ring, and then the Miflets took it from them,
right.
and then the kobolds took it from them.
Right, and the Midflits took the statue because so it's very morally wrong what we did, but we kind of did it anyway. Oh, is it morally wrong? Kind of the Midflits are.
What we definitely know is that Miflets and kobolds in general are evil online, are evil societies. Now, again, there are going to be exceptions to the norm, but what we've seen so far from both of them, they're both evil from what you all experienced.
Yeah, it's very hard to minimize violence when between an evil place and an evil rock.
Now, it's not to say that you can't persuade that society away from that, but it'll be definitely hard.
The most arguable metagaming is the fact that kobolds do eventually become better aligned.
Yeah, so
Same as
and
goblins.
it's up to us.
Generally.
Yeah.
Not all together. Like, no singular species is.
I finally got it.
Ooh.
Yay! Very nice.
Must be nice having such fast shipping.
Yeah. Anyway, continue, George.
That's basically it. I think we Did we set up camp? We traveled a bit south, but
So I think we
Okay.
traveled maybe a little bit away from that site, but besides that, we ended the game right there while Big
Hmm.
Mech went off towards back to the Sootscale caverns. So we're going to pick up the
We were
scene
gonna
right
camp.
there.
one more thing,
Uh,
very important. We leveled up.
Yeah.
Yes.
I wanted to comment one thing as well. Like, from a level design standpoint, I feel like we went through the dungeon backwards, and I love that.
Yeah. The dungeon was so much fun because like the decision of do we continue onward or do we take a rest, and the dungeon layout, not layout, but like the happenings changing is so important.
Worked out for us. Anywho,
And do keep in mind, for future reference, that will be with any type of location you're going to be in. I will start treating it as you gain more levels. I'll start being a little more um, realistic in the aspect of how monsters will treat the situation. So, as mentioned before, I'm not going to have it to where you're in one room and the room next to you, which has like full enemies. That here's a battle going on, we'll just stay there until you arrive there. No, they will react to battle going on and will react accordingly. So do keep this in mind for future delves into dungeons, aim locations, or whatnot. That you can be very easily overswarmed, and that can result in most likely a death. So you have to be very careful in those situations.
Why do I have a feeling that the kobolds are gonna summon a dragon in the next dungeon?
can't wait.
The
Oh
curse.
god, I'm giving him ideas.
I love when
We-
players give me
We've been
ideas.
promised a explanation as for their kiss, so
Here's your explanation right here. Oh, thanks for the idol, by the way.
All
Yeah,
right.
let's see.
I
So-
love how the song that you just put on is called Dragons. That feels very.
Oh,
And
is it?
that was random too. So, or was
Sure.
it?
Oh no! Ah!
Where can you see the name? Oh, there it is. Hey.
All right. So one
Sounds nice,
thing
dude.
before we continue onwards, now that we've been kind of exploring this this area of the green belt where the sycamore tree is, when you do look towards the west, you do see a large rickety bridge that does span what looks like a large gulch that goes through the landscape. So again, kind of like Nettles Crossing, it's going to be rather hard to cross rivers without using these bridges, or if you just want to go down and do that, which would be a little bit treacherous. But you do see that bridge to the west.
Let's see. I think we'll have to go over that bridge to get to the Stag Lord's fort, won't
And
we?
I think Arifa, you're still on the other map. Let me see.
No, I popped over to the map to take a look.
Oh,
at
I
it.
say yeah, you're on the other map. Okay.
How do you like that map? I tried to make it look like
It's a nice map. I like
Lindsay's
what you did
map.
with it, George.
She wrote all over it, you know.
No, I definitely like
good.
that. It seems real. Please, everyone, go to character sheet. Go add in 1 hero point. I do see everyone is down except for one of you. So go ahead and make that at your standard for today's game.
I feel that bridge would probably be well defended
Hmm.
if the Stag Lord has any brains on him.
That is to be determined.
And he left after that much drink.
Now, with that being said, what do all of you want to do? We've left the sycamore tree a little bit behind, and you're now going a little bit across the landscape. But it is kind of 2:30 in the afternoon, but y'all have been a bit worn down, not by, especially Riffiel, or in this case, yeah, Riffiel, but that adrenaline is dying down. You were in a dense location. You were kind of, for most of you, stooped over, so you kind of feel that slight cramping in the back. That's kind of going away now, except for Gilly, because, well, she's perfectly acclimated to that environment with her size. But with that being said, what do all of you wish to do? You do see around you there is these, as we've seen before, this kind of field of battle that has the corpses of both Mitflits, the gremlins, as well as kobolds that are strewn about as this unending war has gone on for some time before you kind of intervened. What do we do?
I believe we were heading towards the kobolds cave and wanted to camp somewhere between the sycamore tree and the cave itself.
If you do go now and rush across, you probably will get to the the cave in probably about maybe 10, 11 at night. So it might be more beneficial to.
We're camping in between.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
partway through.
Gilly would like to. You can see her eyes look going. Oh, it's day. What's
Gilly's been like that for like days though.
like she's running on like 2 hours of sleep each night. Good stuff.
All right. That being said, we do move across the landscape for a little bit. We find a good defensible position, and at this point, we'll go ahead and do our camping for the night. So, with that being said, we always got to do at least step one for those that want to do this, which is going to be the preparing the campsite. So, who wants to do that? At the same time, we're going to go ahead and have Jathel as well as Lindsay going to be providing aid. Lindsay will immediately go ahead and start to play some calming, some refreshing music for everyone with her lute. Try to get the spirits up, and she's going to help out whoever is going to be doing the searching for a suitable campsite. She's going to go ahead and use her performance skill. All right. Come on. There we go.
I cannot do the prepare campsite action because it's an exploration action, but I can aid.
You can aid. She's starting to play a little bit, but it's nice, but it's not her best work she's done so far. At the same time, Jathel will also go out and try to help out. But who is going to be looking for the main campsite? Do we want Jathel, or do we want one of you? In this case, she kind of looks at you, Rabbit.
Sure, I'll do it.
Okay. So she's looking around the hill. She's seeing the areas. She's trying to stay away from a battle site where it might have carrion birds come in or other mitflits or kobolds to investigate or maybe loot. So as she's looking out, she's going to go ahead and use her survival skill. And she will also, in this case, fail, unfortunately, as she just can't quite find a suitable location. Going now to you, Rabbit, as you try to look for a suitable location. And you're looking around, and just nothing seems serviceable. You're seeing areas that don't provide that much shelter. You find areas that might provide shelter, but you see there's just too many dead man hangs overhead, and any type of caves seem to be maybe inhabited, which you want to investigate. So, unfortunately, you're not able to find a very, very suitable. I just want to hero point that. It's up to you.
Should I?
Don't worry, Gilly will be fine. She doesn't need a good campsite. It's fine. No, I don't think you should hero point. Like above board, don't hero point it. Let's
Just too early.
Well, since Gilly isn't gonna get any sleep anyhow, so
exactly, yeah.
it's fine.
It's fine. That's what she says, at least.
All right. Now, as always, I'll show all our players this right here. Now, everyone can go ahead and check out what they want to do. Now, here's a question. Do you want to go into the camping activities, or do you want to go into directly sleeping and moving on through the morning? What do y'all think?
I would say before we move on to step 2, whilst they're preparing the campsite, does anyone need patching up?
Treat wounds.
We all need some healing,
Yeah.
I think.
Who would rather take it first?
I think at this point, Gilly would probably also refocus and help just by laying on hands. Support Orifio in that regard.
I think I'm fine. Lindsay did a really great job before.
Rabbit, shall I patch you up?
Sure. That would be very helpful.
Treat wounds.
Give me that roll.
We count as being in the wilderness, right?
It definitely is. Absolutely.
Hey. Let's go.
Well, that's pretty good.
Oh my god!
You get a
15
plus
health.
10 on it. Nice.
And it's just 6. No.
Wait. It's quite funny.
Treat wounds takes 10 minutes, right?
Yes.
Okay. In that time, I'll refocus and I think I'll lay on hand once on me.
Is the first actually? Well, is the first step of campsite preparation last like an entire hour, or
It takes 2 hours.
it takes 2 hours?
Yeah.
So I could use treat wounds on everybody.
I would say with expediency
time.
here, everyone go ahead and take full health. I think we'd have enough time to do that. I'm not going to have you roll this. It's going to be kind of tedious for that. But I think in this amount of time, you'd have enough time between Gilly as well as you. You get everyone back to full health.
Okay.
There doesn't seem to be any sense of danger at the moment. I need my dice. All right, decide if you want to do the activities or if you want to go on to directly just eating and sleeping. Think about that while I grab my dice.
I just want to say, in the meantime, I would also like to refocus on my
Okay.
focus pool.
By all
just
means.
in
Yeah.
case.
Well, you guys want to do a bit of influencing, discovering the companions?
Well, not during step 1, as I've been treating wounds.
Yeah, right. Yeah. But if it takes 2 hours, there's really enough. I think we're all healed, sure. Yeah.
I assume we have to commit to whatever we choose to begin with.
Yeah.
Ooh, I got a show.
But
points.
Vanya and Gilly would be free for.
Yeah.
Well, no, Gilly aided, so Vanya would
Yeah.
be
I mean,
free to
I can-
influence if
I
you
can
want.
always camouflage the campsite. I can always
I meant during step 1, but
Oh, yeah, okay,
if we're
step
moving
one.
on to step
no,
2, then
I wouldn't mind going to step 2 then.
I do gotta say really quickly, above board, I gotta give a shout out to Caroline for making me a dice bag, custom, and it's fantastic. Caroline, thank you. If you ever see this, I don't know if you ever would, but for anyone, she made a great dice bag for me.
Oh, looks nice.
I like it.
very nice.
The fabric's really pretty.
She let me choose it.
Okay.
I like it. All right, so what are we doing?
So step 2.
Are we wanting to go and do the activities, or are we wanting to move on through the night? What do you think?
Well, since we don't have a really well prepared campsite, I guess, since we're out in the open.
Because do keep in mind, these are going to be harder to do as well because of the failed campsite. So nothing's really comfortable right now.
I think we could do a campsite activity at least.
Do you want to go through one round for 2 hours?
And then go to bed early. Yeah, I like that.
We do have 16 basic ingredients, so we don't need to hunt yet.
$16 enough for all of us?
2 per, right? And it's
So we've
4,
got
yeah.
6, so 12.
Does Jathel eat?
She probably eats brains.
Yeah.
Do you say that out loud?
No, I didn't use my one, so probably not.
I feel like Arifio's just been like preparing food for J4 like absent-minded.
And you
I'm not
said
even
it
sure if she's
before.
been eating it.
Said it before Jathel, and she's like, "What?"
I will
what
say
do we
this,
do with
you do see
I don't
her
know.
eat. Whether she needs to or not, maybe she's doing this just to fit in, as it were, but you do see her eat the food.
She's doing
Maybe
for
she
Vanya's
enjoys
benefit.
it still, at least.
Yeah.
Sure, I could cook. I could cook a basic meal.
I cannot do any exploration actions because I am fatigued.
Yeah.
So I'm just sitting there, taking 2 hours to take off the armor, and I'm just going like this. Oh,
You're pretty much just relaxing.
yeah.
I can organize the watch.
I would just camouflage them for good luck.
All right. Well, if you do remember, inside the macro folder, there is the buttons for what you want to do. So go ahead and click on that.
Yes, I remember that. Totally.
Oh yeah. They forgot about those.
See, Lindsay will start playing a bit of her music. In this case, we'll go ahead and apply conditions to you. So, Revit, you now have boast of confidence. Actually, no, because it's a -2, so actually it would be just the base roll. So she starts playing a bit of music with her lute this time, and it's you feel maybe a bit down because of the campsite, or you just kind of maybe stumbling around a tiny bit, but you can only have your spirits uplifted by the music that's being played by Lindsay. At the same time, you do see Jathal is going, making again that same 5-starred pentagram, that star around the campsite, and at every point she does raise up that bit of fog, that bit of mist, and this time you see animals that do come forth. You see a mix of what looks like wolves as well as bears that are now kind of watching outwards with the camp. These spectral images that give you a bit of a slight chill as she's doing these, and she just finished with that. Now, Rabbit, you're doing that. What are you, Vanya, and what are you, Urufil, wanting to do?
I'm gonna cook.
Okay. Vanya, what about you?
I will camouflage the campsite.
Okay.
And I wanted to ask if you want me to do this public, the role?
Yes.
Or blind? Okay.
I think it is a stealth roll, but you do. Does it show you the result?
It does. It does.
Okay.
But it also says it's privately rolled some dice, even though I check public.
Does it show you the result in the main chat or inside the whisper chat?
It's in the main chat.
Okay,
I see it too.
That's fine. In this case, yeah, you are definitely fine as you realize that you've made this place rather well hidden, and go about and you tell me, Vanya, how do you make this place camouflage in your own way? What do you do?
I probably try to find some bushes and how do you say it? Sorry.
No, it's okay.
I'm missing the word in English.
Say it in German.
Äste?
Twigs.
Twigs.
Branches.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, branches. I'm trying. I'm setting up some branches and put them over our sleeping bags, but like make it like.
You're breaking up
Sorry.
the sharp hard angles that you won't see in the wilderness.
Right. Exactly. And I cover our sleeping bags with them, so
Okay.
we aren't seen. Sorry,
Okay.
my English today is
No,
kind
no,
of
Olivia, never apologize for that. That's fine. All right, now for you, Rabbit, do your roll. All right, as you go to organize the watch, you do get it set up, but we'll describe how they get set up during the night as things happen. Maybe someone falls asleep, maybe something else happens. All right, with that being said, Wolf random encounter.
Well,
All right.
I don't know if anyone can read what happens below the perception check, or is that a personal text?
You mean the you attempt to organize the watch but don't get any additional benefits?
Yeah.
Or do you see something else?
No, that's what I see.
Yeah. Yep. Unfortunately, you don't set it up too well. So now that we're going to pass on 2 hours, are we wanting to go ahead and do a second set, or now go ahead and acquire some food that Urbanflow has made and see how well the food is? What do y'all think?
Eating.
Move on.
All right. Want to move on then?
All right.
All right. So we go to step
Uh,
3. Go ahead and give me that cooked meal there, Raphael. As you give out this food, everyone, they start to consume it, and we'll see how well we roll. And this
Oh,
is
critical
damn
success.
good this time.
Yeah.
All right.
Those expert rolls. We're crit fishing now.
You just
Right,
got the
so-
DC with that because the expert looks like. So this time, as Lindsay's eating, consuming, what do you make, Raphael?
Do I make?
Sometimes not the basic, obviously, because it's a basic meal. But what basic meal did she make?
I'm trying it. What? No, it's got so excited about critical success.
Was it rabbits? Was it a bit of like? Did you find like a? Or you had some meat with you, so maybe you just made a bit of a stew.
Yeah, we had some ingredients already, so I'm just thinking maybe a stew.
Okay, but I guess
Very
maybe
simple
the ratio of
stew, but-
spices you put in, just as Lindsay consumes
I'm gonna
it.
say maybe we were at the sycamore tree, very large place, and I don't know, maybe has some connection to the Fae, given that the Mifflets are there. Maybe just gathered some herbs from there, so that it's got a extra little bit of fierce little spice.
Just like Orifil, your spices are on point.
Oh, this is so good, Raphael. This is delicious. You see Lindsay eating it quite a bit. Jay thought it's just consume it like she normally does, and she doesn't give a outward signal either way of how it is, but she is consuming it in her normal way.
Gathered some herbs that grew around the sycamore tree, so hopefully this is pretty good for us. We'll see.
All right, go ahead and remove those rations and the ingredients from the potty donkey, as it were, and then
Let's see. So, what we can do here. So that would have taken up 6 rations. So if I bin that, bin this one, and can I click to use one of the rations in the party donkey, or do I need to drag it into my inventory first?
I think you might be able to click it there. I'm not entirely sure. So go ahead and give it a try and see what happens.
I think I can. I'm just gonna drag it into my inventory and then
Okay,
put it back.
gotcha. You're the
Oh
chef.
well, we have a lot of rations in there. Bloody hell.
All right. I still think we haven't done it in a while, so I think we should do an interlude right now.
There you go.
So even though there is a interlude mechanic built into Kingmaker, the Tell Campfire story that does give you benefits, I'm not going to give you benefits unless you actually do that actual specific activity. But I still like to do this in the game. So how about this? I do have interludes for Rabbit. So I want everyone except for Rabbit to go ahead and roll me a d20 real quick, please.
Before anything happens, I do want to say,
Yeah.
so we would heal a bit from the meal, given that it was a critical success. But you put us at full health anyway, well, with all our healing.
And
We do each get a +1 status bonus to saving throws.
it
as well.
says until the next daily preparations, but I don't know. It feels
That would be
it's
until
just for the
morning.
night.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
But here's what I do like. Because of that critical success, and I did have you all fully heal, everyone go ahead and roll me a d4. This is your... Actually, roll me a d6 now. This is your temporary HP. Everyone go ahead and add this into your character. So George, add in 2. Go ahead and add in 3, Andrew. Go ahead and add in 2 for you, Olivia. And Rabbit, go ahead and add in 4. Temporary HP.
That is lovely.
So so feeling so good. Oh,
That is
right.
lovely.
Just like with after a good stew, just like that glow you have.
Gilly's feeling better than she has. in the
she's
past
she's
day.
in a food coma right now, probably.
All right. I want one d20 roll from you, Andrew.
For myself as well.
Yeah.
This-
We're not going to see who does the interlude, and it might be. Looks like it's going to be you, Gilly. Even though you're kind of downtrodden, maybe trying to keep your mind off of what happened the last couple of nights. So as we are having the meal, Lindsay is playing a bit of music and she has the loot down. She's eating the stew that was made by Arifiel. We have around the area as well. We have Jathal eating the food, Vanya, Arifiel, as well as Rabbit. Rabbit may be giving a little bit scraps to Nova. Gilly, go ahead and roll me a d4 really quick, please.
Nova also get temporary HP for it.
Yes. Gilly. As we're all kind of talking, sharing stories a little bit, letting the night fully embrace all of you, why don't you go ahead and give me a tale real quick, a little quick story of something that you lost in your life. Could be an object, could be a person, could be a thing, something that was kind of meaningful to you that was lost. Now, it could have been taken, could have been actually lost physically, or stolen, or maybe just left.
Gilly is probably halfway through her bowl, and like she, don't know, maybe she sees something, or maybe something comes rushing back to her into her mind, and she just starts just reminiscing a bit about the horses, and she's like, she's very, she looks adoringly over to that horse, to Bramble, the brown horse, chestnut brown. I have no idea about horses, to be honest. Like George doesn't.
I don't
Billy
either.
does.
I don't either.
Yeah. And she asks into the round, has anyone had a horse they really adored, like a member of the family? And before anyone can answer, she's like, I had. So it was a very it was a pony, and it was she, 1 second, and she takes another bite. So I don't know. It's been such a long while, and so many miles since we've parted ways, but I'm from Pitax, if anyone knows. And she looks over to Lindsay, and we used to have a small stable with a bakery, because you gotta get that flour from somewhere, and I was able to ride out and ride out with Bramble. I'm not very original. This is actually Bramble too, and I used to ride out, and we used to get the flour, but what I liked most was just taking her out when I was not supposed to, and just riding out into the wilderness. And I got scolded each time, but never by my father, because I think he really knew that I enjoyed that. But when the trouble started in our town, when we had to close down the shop, that's when my father was not able to look me in the eyes again, because he had to sell that horse just so we could have rooms and board around. We had to travel away from our town, and I'm just so glad to be able to enjoy this really nice meal and to have people here without fearing for what might. Well, I still fear what might come next, but I don't fear going at it alone like I did after we lost everything, especially Bramble the First, as she's now known.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Gilly.
No, it's all right. It's been a bit, but this almost makes me forget it. It's really good, Orifiel.
It is really good, Arifio. This is fantastic.
Enjoy it to your heart's content.
Okay.
What do you think, Rabbit? Vanya, is this something that you like, or are you accustomed to different types of food?
Well, I think I haven't eaten this well for well over 4 years.
4 years?
Yeah, let's just say I was in a financial diet when it comes to food, at least.
What did you eat then?
Well, most things that my boss gave. I worked for someone, or a minor lord.
And the Lord was not able to give you good food? That's wrong. That's really wrong.
That's how lords are, though.
Maybe a good way to get your mind off things, and maybe just reminisce is all we could help teach Vanya to cook.
Yeah.
How many lords take care of their servants in a meaningful way? In my experience, not many.
Yeah.
Vanya gets really silent now. Tries to avert her eyes. Yes.
Like how you think, Chathel.
It's from
I
experience.
don't have any noble background myself, so I don't have that experience. I can't say.
There are some, I imagine, that hold dearly to the ones that give them power, where they take power from. But most people aren't that way.
Lady Drumandi Oldori seemed very nice, but who knows if she's nice to everyone like that.
We had a purpose.
Hmm.
But she did seem true from the many I've dealt with.
Rabbit, have you had any dealings with highborn folk?
Not really, to be honest.
Yeah,
We
me
mostly lived in a
neither.
closed off community of just us kitsunes, and that's all I've known, to be honest.
It's strange going out there and meeting. It feels like a sword lord. The name feels like out of a story, and there are many stories about them.
Oh, the Aldori Sword Lords. I've known of them a little bit from the stories. I mean, all of them are expert swordsmen with their curved blades.
And Vanya, they have really good food compared to your boss, probably. They have really good food. It was really great, and they don't skimp on drink either.
Well, that just means If we get this kingdom set up, we get good chefs.
Do we need good chefs? Because this food is just amazing.
I mean, for everyone else, Rabbit.
And I'm sure Orifia has a lot of other things to do once we've established a kingdom.
I imagine all of us would be busy.
I can't picture what I'd be doing.
Head chef.
Head chef to the king! I'll have to make a new role.
I need a team. Maybe we can help out a certain family with a bakery. I love it, Gilly.
Well, no, 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 no.
No?
No, I don't think. No, it's fine. There's, I don't think, no family for the bakery. They're scattered to all the winds. I haven't heard from them in quite a while. Should write a letter, I think, at some point.
Do you know where to send a letter to?
No, I have no idea. Maybe the letter gets, passed from person to person.
Maybe we can get you in touch.
I think I know where I could send it. There's a tavern where a lot of people pass through, and maybe someone knows something. I know someone there. I think next time at Oleg's, I'll write a letter. Try to. She continues eating. Can I get seconds?
Yeah, of course. We have plenty.
As food is consumed, as seconds are given out, Lindsay takes seconds as well, as she is thoroughly enjoying the food that was made by Raphael. As night starts to come faster and faster, what's the watch order? Top to bottom, be first watch, last one being obviously last watch.
Well, Rabbit tried to organize the watch, right?
So, Rabbit, what's the order?
Perhaps
Wait.
Gilly first?
When you come to Gilly and you kind of see her eyes going like, maybe I can set this one out. Would it
Well,
be
since
possible?
you're so tired, then sure.
Okay. And now we can explain the failure.
It annoys Rabbit.
You needed Gilly.
The plans are now,
By the way, Gilly, take another hero point for that interlude, please.
I'll need it.
That'll be the benefit of hero points, or that'll be the benefit of doing interlude without the campsite activity, or without the tell a campfire story.
Rabbit, if you'd like, I can go first.
Well, if you're offering, then sure, going first would be fine.
It's not as good as Gilly, though.
Rabbit's planning has just gone down the drain. And now he's like trying to pick it back up. Make sense of it.
I'm just table flipping it and walking away.
Rabbit, who's next?
Lindsay.
So you control it. Who's doing the watch? You tell me.
Lindsay second then.
All right.
I'll take third.
All right. Move to the spot.
Orville can take fourth, and then Jaytal the last.
I tried to move it.
So I was doing it for everybody. I'm doing it for all of you. All right. So that being said, let's see if there's going to be something that does happen tonight. All right. Gonna roll some more dice. All right, Vanya, you watch as everyone does go to sleep. You see, and you kind of maybe watch Gilly, since Gilly is the one that's been kind of going through a bit of things we do now know is a little more intentional when it comes to things. You go about, how do you do your watch, Vanya?
Um, I think I would try to take as good as a look as I can while the sun goes down. I can't see in the dark,
Okay.
and after a while, I get a bit absent-mindedly and take the centipede egg out and try to caress it and look at it if it's still alive.
So
And
slimy.
it was so slimy, yeah. And I get some, let's say, it's called. I have that. Like some fabric. Like I rip something off
Okay.
from, like the ones you have on the arm once you hurt yourself. I forgot how it's called.
Bandage.
I'm so sorry. Yeah, it takes some bandage and try to wrap it in the dung that I got out of the sycamore tree.
Okay. Okay.
And then I put it back in my bag and start my watch again and look for stuff. I walk around sometimes.
Okay. As you're doing your watch, you watch as a couple of ants kind of walk on by and. Oh, not a couple, but you see like a line of ants walking by, going to some of the crumbs of food that was left by all of you during the night. Even the ants are wanting to enjoy Raphael's food. You go to wake up Lindsay. Lindsay does her watch. She diligently sits by the campfire, makes sure the campfire does stay lit the entire night. Get a nice warmth around the area. She has a crossbow in her lap as you kind of drift off to sleep, Vanya. Rabbit, you feel a shoulder on your arm. Rabbit, your turn. Wake up.
It's my turn already.
Yeah. You watch as Lindsay kind of looks at Gilly. And you see Gilly is a little bit still. Toss turns a little bit of sweat on her face. Rabbit, how do you do your watch?
I'll probably just walk around the camp a little bit in the shadow while Nova is on the other side, just slightly patrolling around.
As Nova patrols around, you hear off in the distance a bit of a wolf howl. Never gets closer though. You hear him kind of return. Oh, the other wolf howls. You go. You wake up a Raphael. Raphael, how do you do your watch?
Not too different. Just kind of a patrol within our area. Just looking out into the distance. Larast on my shoulder, just like stretched up a bit. It is like picked up, kind of on watch as well.
You see Laros kind of around, sometimes on your lap, sometimes on your shoulder. You kind of at one point watch as Laras kind of looks up at the sky, watching maybe there's a tree nearby. You kind of look up as well, and you see some streaks of meteors that are going across the sky, having that little light flume as they go by. Eventually, you wake up Jathal. Jathal is doing her watch. She sits cross-legged on the ground, scythe just planted in the ground nearby. Now she's doing her watch as it is very, very late in the night, early into the coming of the sun. Gilly. I need a will saving throw, please.
Yes. I get a -1 because of fatigued.
Yeah.
The rich get richer.
Gilly, you see that you're by water, you're by a bridge. You're walking across this bridge when you see that it's starting to lower into the water. The water's starting to rise up, and all you see is this bridge that goes from behind you and just extends forever in front of you, almost like it would take years to cross. Wide enough only for you. You see the water rise up, filled at first clear crystal blue, then a bit murky, and then full of blood. You watch his hand start to come out, reaching for you, dripping blood, dripping pieces of flesh and skin. They grab your ankle, they grab your hand, they grab your clothing, your sleeves. You watch as a figure, a skull, comes forward. What do you do to deny them this night, this nightmare? In your dream.
So I'm in this dream. I'm grabbed by. So I'm held in place by these hands, or are
They're
they?
trying to pull you down to the water. You see one skeletal figure. You see like 20, 30 like hands, all skeletal, trying to grab, trying to pull you down into the water through this bridge. You see the one skeletal figure, but you succeed this check. So how do you
think Gilly
sound?
starts like. First, she's like, "Oh, this is strange," and just like in a dream, walking along, and then the water gets up, and it's still nothing that weird. It's like, of course, there's water. It makes sense. There's blood in the water. Yeah, right. What's going on? And like when the hands start grabbing her, she's like, oh, stop it. And then she gets like, no, and she starts like when they start grabbing her, she starts like really struggling and slapping them away. No, not again. No, not again. Stop it. And she starts like pumping her legs, going as hard as she can, just like not again this night. And she's
That bridge shallows back to being just 20, 30 feet in front of you instead of miles.
then with like long strides and a mighty leap, she just wants to jump as far as she can to the other side of the shore.
You leap, you're in the air, all the hands, the skeletal figure, Davik's face going, no! You hit the other side, and they just fade away. And even though no one sees this, Jatho, only exception, she's looking at you, Gilly, because you've been tossing and turning, you've been speaking, almost yelling in your sleep. But then
Like
you start.
going with the arms like this.
She has her hand on her scythe, but then you start snoring. Something you've maybe never done before, but because you're in a very, very deep sleep, comfortable this time. And the size of smiles goes on Jatho's face. And then we get to the morning. Sun rises. Jatho comes by to each of you and with her boot nudges all of you in the shoulder.
Ah, good morning.
I look over to Gilly, perplexed at hearing a pleasant sounding yawn.
He was like, oh, where are we? Oh, right. And Gilly just takes her blanket closer to herself. It's pretty early. And then she realizes, like, I think I ran away from Nettles.
Do you
Yes.
feel okay now?
You look a little better.
Yeah. This was probably your stew.
Maybe?
And Gilly goes over to the pot. Is there anything left?
I also think us having that really nice and sociable talk also might have helped.
Whatever it was, it feels like it feels like it's been a week since I slept.
You're
And
starting to look a bit terrible.
Orifio gets out like a little notebook. First world apes? Question mark. Help with mental effects.
If you write it down, it's science. Doesn't matter what you write down. Yeah, and Giddy is probably starting to whistle and go about his stuff and take up the armor, take up everything, do her daily preparations.
All of you go about doing the preparations, preparing spells. Laras, familiar, goes up to you, bites your hand, a reveal. Lindsay's stringing her instrument, her lute, make sure it's in tune. You hear the plinking of the music. Jathal is now wiping away, and you watch as the undead spirits go back into the ground. Everyone, go ahead and click on that well-rested ability on your character sheet, please.
What?
Click on the sleeping. The bed on your by your HP. Go and take your nightly rest.
Okay. There's a daily preparations button, isn't there?
There is.
Let's...
Which ancestor do you pick now? Or do you pick today, Reveal? Ah, diplomacy, okay.
Yeah, boy.
Y'all prepare.
Let's do...
I have no idea how Orifil did that, but for my Kitsune spell familiarity, I picked up Forbidding Ward for today.
And you don't have the button on your sheet, so I guess it's not something they can trigger for some odd reason. All right, everyone. Are we ready to head on out? You watch as Jathal is getting the horses ready.
Let's see,
What you got, Andrew? Doing spells or?
just the advanced alchemy.
Gotcha.
Herbalist.
You have more ingredients now, right?
I do, don't I?
Like 6?
3.
3, okay. And you get half when you're not in the
Well, I think
wilderness.
equal to your level, I believe.
Yeah, equal to your level, okay. I thought it was double in there somewhere.
Yeah, the actual
Just
alchemist
do-
gets the full amount.
All done.
And Gilly will like start saddling up a Bramble and ask Lindsay, "Hey, you want to ride today on Bramble?" And pats Bramble on the side.
Yes. Okay.
Although
Let's go.
this looks fucking weird.
Do you want me to play some music as we travel?
Of course.
All right. And
Um,
she waits to get on the horse, and then she does unsling her lute, and yeah, she'll start playing as y'all are starting to move along.
Probably back to back. Like
Jake-
looking back at the party, because like if
Yeah, she can do that.
yeah.
I think I've made a mistake. Quick, by the way. So I'm just
Okay.
I'm just resetting this.
Okay.
Quick.
Olivia, what do you got?
Keep going.
Jake, if you need a ride, you can come with me.
Okay. She goes near your horse. Now, Vanya, are you on your horse already or not?
Not yet, not yet.
Okay.
But once I see her going to my horse, I just look at what she might be doing. If she wants to do the first step, go on the horse first or not.
She looks at you, Vanya, and she's hesitating for you to do something.
Vanya hesitates too at first, but if she doesn't do anything, I go on first and just look at my bag and like make a head move. Can sit behind me.
You see her smirk a little bit, and then she gets behind you on the horse. All right. All of you start moving on out. And if you need me to pause the game, Andrew, let me know. You all start moving towards the Sootscale caverns. And as you are moving, the temperature is rather nice in the morning right now. It is about 6:12. And you see that the sky right now is just clear. The sun, nice, is down on you. A slight wind does kind of blow through. You can smell the fragrances of nature, of all the grass, of nature as it is. You see the grass kind of swaying. You see the trees in the distance are swaying a little bit. You see the dead form of the sycamore behind you, which is abruptly kind of ended by look at the small field of battle around you of the dead Mitflits as well as kobolds. But after a couple hours traveling through this a little bit rough terrain, this hills, around 9:13 you do arrive at that same sign, that silver mine. Now, before you actually go into the mine itself, is there anything anyone wishes to do?
I'm just gonna pass everyone an elixir of life. Mind you. Precautionary measure. So
Do you want us? Sorry.
I'm gonna put 3 over in the party donkey, and then each of you guys take one.
Just also as a precaution, I don't know where it comes from, but there's a potion of fire resistance in our bag, and Gilly is going to just take it. Just take it. If no one else is.
I probably won't need it since I'm already resistant to fire. Or well, slightly at least.
Who do you want to stay behind to watch the horses? Jathor, Lindsay, or both?
I think both would be the best choice here.
Okay. All right.
Lindsay
We'll watch the
ideally
horses.
needs a protector. So
What did you say?
Lindsay ideally needs someone to protect her, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
Leaving anyone their own is not ideal.
I seeing Jatel just kill multiple midflits is probably a good choice to stay behind as well.
No.
Let me know what happens in there. I want to make sure I get this recorded down accurately as soon as possible. She has her book. She opens the book and puts it on back of Bramble's back, and it's just kind of writing. Gilly had a good night's sleep, it seems, tonight. Hopefully, it'll be for future nights. The sky is nice, and she's writing down just her thoughts today. All right. Everyone, you can start moving. Right? As you come around, you see the same thing before. You see that same kobold, a little bit darkened skin, and is currently poking the Mitflit, which looks a little more, a little skinnier, a little more ragged, as it's kind of been slightly abused this last day since you've been here. And you see this kobold is not even watching the entrance, doesn't even know you're here. It's just, yes, bad, steal from us, and just kind of poking and just really annoying / hurting the Mitflit. Stupid Mitflits, taking our statue, and just poking. You see the Mitflits just trying to push away the spear.
I call out to the kobold and let him know that we've returned.
Ah, you're back! And one last hit on the head of the Mitflit. Mitflit falls down to the ground. The kobold. Okay, Netpick will take it to Chief Sootscale. And goes to start moving. Follow the wall. Don't walk on the ground. And points to the middle of here, here, and here. Same as last time. And goes along the wall.
This was always like a labyrinth. There's maneuvering here.
Mm-hmm.
Oops.
This time, you see the kobold take this direction. And as the kobold walks through here, you see another cage that is in the room. But you also see that the walls of this cave are smeared with charcoal as well as blood that is depicting a sharp-toothed reptilian devil. 2 low stone tables sit in the middle of this room on which they are both stained with blood. Is a kobold temple.
Gilly is looking at this and with her torch in hand and trying to memorize as well as possible for Lindsay.
You see the depictions of this sharp-toothed reptilian devil that's on the walls. Who here is wanting to look at that and try to maybe identify what it might be?
I'd like to.
Nature apply.
I will roll it for you. This will be a hidden roll.
And I'd like to use religion, I guess, with a +6.
Can I do society?
That you can. All right, let's see.
Nature would be +8 for me.
And with me it's +10. Society.
All right. On beginning with information, no one tell anything until I'm done. Rabbit, were you trying to identify it as well?
No.
Okay. All right. Information has been sent. As all of you look at this figure.
Wait, I think I didn't get anything, or is that right?
I sent you a direct message, Olivia. You didn't see it in chat?
Neither
Maybe s-
in Foundry.
Did anyone else get the message? In
I
Foundry?
got it.
Alright, let me try one more time.
Maybe
Olivia.
try to scroll.
But I also just lost my connection. Maybe it's because of that.
Ooh,
Could
that
be.
might be it.
How about now?
Okay.
Okay. It's all what you have learned.
That looks familiar.
Yeah, it's a dragon, huh?
It's a dragon?
It's a deformed dragon, yeah.
Oh,
Wait, it's. You don't think so?
I see a
Look
couple
at the-
in there.
No, it's just reminds me of an old fairy tale book, I think.
Yeah, it was a story I heard. It's called Moshi. Moshi? It's a changed dragon.
I
And-
recognize the illustration more or less, but the only name that comes to mind is Horny Turtle. But that's I'm not
Okay.
I'm not sure how long ago I've read that book, to be fair. Kind of
What did you learn, Olivia? Or I should say Vanya?
Oh, I'm not sure what you guys see. I seem to be seeing something entirely different. To me, this looks like a drawing that I might have seen once. It looks like an old woman who's angry at her cheating husband.
So here's the fun thing about critical failures. Which one of you had the critical failure?
I know. All of us.
Or if you're trying to examine it closer, like trying to figure out how this up on the description works into this.
It's so
It's just
widely
an-
different.
And Rabbit is just standing there looking at it and is like, isn't this that weird fish dragon that Oleg was telling us about?
No, I doubt it.
It's clearly deformed.
Don't call an old woman like that.
It's not an old woman.
I love
It's
critical
a dragon.
failures. I love critical failures. not knowing who did it.
Let's continue.
Oh, I love it.
All right. Come! You see Nat Pick coming over. You see, as all of you start to come in, you see the same room, multiple kobolds. You see the leader here. Where's he at? Where are you at, Chief? You see Chief Sootscale. You're back! Did you get the statue? Did you get the statue? Did you kill those gremlins? Those mitflicks? Mitflits?
Who has the statue? Like above board. Okay. So behind. We have heard some things about a golden ring you have. We have a friend whose rings those are.
Oh, yes, I know. I think I know. I can help you with that. But I need statue first.
You said you were cursed without the statue, right?
Yes, by curse placed by Chief here. I need statue to
so?
break curse.
Promise to show us, then you
Show what?
tell us. Because when we were last here, he gazed down at the southern tunnel.
Yes.
And that's how we got the chip.
We'll show, but need statue for curse. Need statue for curse, and then chief.
Raphael
Chief
pulls out the statue and just holds it. Put it here.
Do you hand it to the chief?
I want to see how he reacts first.
He's holding his hands out, looking at this in a bit of wonder and tension. He's not going to grab it, but he's looking to hopefully be able to take it from you.
Can we help you to remove the case?
No, kobolds. Kobold must take care of. Chief, I'm Chief. Chief Sootscale. Must take care of. Please.
Take us with you? Take us with you?
To south? Okay, but need statue. For curse.
Raphael slowly hands it over.
You watch as all the kobolds get kind of tense and look at Chief Sootscale. He takes a statue, he holds it in his hands. You see he's just staring at this. And then he gets into a grin after a little bit, lowers it, looks at all of you. That grin getting bigger with jagged teeth. You see the kobold starting to grip the weapons tighter. And then you see Chief Sootscale smile a wicked smile. Yes! We're free! And throws the statue on the ground, shattering it into hundreds of pieces. Now, we're free from the curse. We must kill the usurpers. You help us, and you have everything Chief Sootscale owe you life debt. Ah! And you see all the kobolds roar in this, and he starts charging down to the south. All following in a roar.
Hey!
They're in a giant fervor right now.
Viva la revolution.
He's kicking up too much of a ruckus. Hey!
Give me a diplomacy roll. Because you gave him the statue, take +4 to the roll.
Okay.
He does stop. What? We must hurry. We must hurry before the usurper knows about this.
Okay, it's fine to hurry, but if you get everyone involved, if you scream your lungs out, the usurper will know sooner.
Oh, you wise. Okay, we must kill the usurper though. Usurper told us about curse by old Sharptooth, and now I'm chief. I rightful chief. Usurper, purple kobold, not chief. I chief. We must kill purple kobold. Tartuk.
We move with you, but be wise and be calm. Okay?
Okay, let's... And he does motion for his other kobolds to calm down. And he starts to move forward. Now, as everyone is going, how are you moving? Are you trying to move in the shadows, stealthy? Are you moving with your weapons raised for battle? Are you looking for danger now because we're going to kill this usurper? Are we casting spells for detect magic or for shield? So for you, Rabbit, how are you going through this area? Or are you just kind of move normally?
I'll follow the chief just closely behind so he doesn't just run in or whatsoever.
Okay, I'll play for scouting then. Orfeo, how are you moving?
Stealthily.
Okay. All of you, I suspect, are heavy weapons out at the ready.
Yeah.
All the kobolds do now as well. Vanya, how are you moving through this?
Also stealthy.
Okay. Gilly.
Gilly will be raising her shield with torch in the other hand because that's the only way she can see in here. Or are there torches on the walls?
There are torches on the walls.
So I don't need that. Okay.
No.
Then she'll put out the torch and take out her longsword and...
You can see the actual light on the map right now. All we have vision set up, so what you see is actually what you see character-wise, with no light being lit by Gilly. These are the actual natural torches on the walls.
Okay.
Very dim compared to Gilly's.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm raising my shield, so I would like to go a bit forward.
Okay.
With Revit, probably.
Are we letting Chief Sootscale go in the lead?
If possible, Gilly would want to go through there and stand before Sootscale.
Okay.
Like here.
Go. And he points to the, indicates his left, but on the map, the right.
Yeah.
You start to hear a bit of laughter coming from the area. Oh, sorry, I don't want to move on you. Go ahead and move.
Is there something on the ground here?
A puddle of water.
Puddle of water.
Mm-hmm.
Gilly will try to step to the side.
You see Chief Sootscale just steps into it. Gilly, as we move forward, you see a kobold, 3 in total. 2 that look a little bit larger than normal, that do seem to be, in a way, they seem to be a little bit larger than the other kobolds in the area, but they also have the black scales. But all the kobolds you've seen so far all have black scales, a black heritage, a black ancestry. Except for this kobold you see in here that has a giant feathered headdress. This one stands the same size, but is not purple. This kobold is... Sorry, it's not black. This kobold is purple. And not draconic. Go back to common. This kobold looks like this. And you see is playing with a bit of magic in their hand. And as you come in here, the kobold, Chief Sootscale, goes beside you and just points his weapon at this kobold. You, Tartuk, usurper! I take back what is rightfully ours! I take back what is our clan, not yours! And he watches as this kobold turns around and looks at all of you. Eyes goes wide. And then goes down to the stance of preparing for battle. You've made a mistake, Sootscale. Everyone's kills them and the humans.
George knows something.
Yeah, it's okay. Just like
Afterwards,
I don't
say anything, George.
Yeah. Just Paul,
Oh.
I'm intrigued.
Oh.
We
right.
made a good decision.
Everyone, roll me your perception, unless stealth. So Riff will give me stealth. Vanya, give me stealth. Rather, go and give me a perception, as well as for you, Gilly, perception. Ooh. Ooh. Rev, you want to hero point that?
I probably should.
Are we rolling initiative, yeah?
Yes.
Let's go.
Yeah.
This kobold, but damn,
Oh.
okay.
Okay!
This kobold is calling for battle and death against all of you.
It's better. Slightly.
It is better. All right.
It is better.
So all of you do have +1 because of Rabbit. So I'll have everyone go down by 1 if they do get mixed up with all of you. All right. So 23 for this kobold. So it does put it still in front of you. This kobold will actually go to 18, which will put it behind. And then okay, so everything is gonna be fine how it is right now. All right. So beginning of the encounter right here. So Gilly, you see this. Rabbit, Vanya, Arifil, you hear "Kill them!" by another kobold.
One question though.
Yes,
Would Nova be here as well?
probably.
Oh no!
One day I'll remember this fucking wolf to be with you.
Oh, there you were, Nova, all along.
It's like
You're so black.
Your damn dog's my kryptonite, Robin.
I'm always the kryptonite.
Great. Gilly, you watch as those two kobolds look at you, and then you see this other kobold. Now, for you, what do you do, Gilly?
Gilly looks around, and Gilly sees some tunnels leading there, and Gilly thinks... Gilly has an inkling that someone here might run. So Gilly will move here, over here, 25 feet, because Gilly is has legs now. After that dream, Gilly knows how to run.
And as you go, that kobold warrior uses your movement to go and swing his weapon at you. And you just break it out of the way with your spear.
I currently have my shield and sword out.
Yes.
So next, Gilly will want to try and intimidate the Tartuk.
Okay.
It's demoralize, it's called.
Yes.
1 second. Demoralize. Here are the rules of demoralize. And here is the intimidation check I'm rolling.
It just growls at you, Gilly.
And then Gilly is going to swipe at Tartuk.
Go for it.
Because Tartuk looks very threatening, right?
Yes.
All right.
Roll damage. As you go to swing your weapon, you watch as Tartuk does a quick enchantment, and you watch as a shield forms up in front of Tartuk, and it just goes in the front of your blade, shattering this magical shield. And when that happens, okay, so Tartuk is going to go ahead and take a little bit less damage. As the shield shatters into magical shards and then does go away.
All right, that's my
Wrong
turn.
spell. Wrong spell. All right, this kobold right here goes to block the passageway, goes down here, and then attacks Chief Sootscale. Use wrongs, Chief! Attack wrongs ones, make mistakes! And goes to swing with its spear and completely fumbles that. Alright, let's see. Critical fumble is... So it just goes to swing, and you watch as Chief Sootscale just grabs the spear and just twirls him about, and he slams into the wall, becoming sickened. Goes to make a second attack against Chief Sootscale. And will not get a critical success. Doing 16 damage to Chief Sootscale. A heavy blow that does go in. And let's see what the result is. This is bludgeoning. So it comes in after hitting the wall. Now use the half end of its spear and just jams it into Chief Sootscale's foot. You see the smashing of the bone armor on Chief Sootscale's foot, making him flat-footed. Riffiel, you watch these two kobolds now battle each other. You see Gilly run inside the room, and then the shattering of what sounds like a shield spell.
Okay. Let's see.
Now, this kobold is in the way, I'm going to say here.
Okay, I'm gonna move up to there at least, try to get a better visual. What's the distance? Okay. I'm gonna let's go for guidance on Gilly.
Okay. One more action. Vanya, you're on deck. Last action, Riffiel.
Can I try to... Is Demoralize a trained action?
No, anyone can do it.
No. Okay. Do it against that kobold there.
All right, go and target for me, and then go ahead and hit Demoralize on your skill actions, please.
I haven't done this before. Let's see.
First
Intimidation.
attempt.
Demoralize. It's only a +1.
Maybe.
See how that
maybe.
goes.
Maybe. No,
No.
you're close, but not quite getting it. What do you say?
No.
How do you try to demoralize?
I really recommend getting out of the way.
That's why I'm here, is to block yous. All right.
Not a great idea.
It's on you, Vanya.
Okay, I move
Try.
to here and do what I always like to do. I want to do a spell strike.
I wanted to give room for Vanya because I know that she's melee.
Yeah, that was really great. I noticed. It's really good.
I could have moved up, but then you wouldn't be able to fit.
Teamwork, teamwork, teamwork. All right, this does hit. And it does. You watch as your weapon with the gouging claw just goes and cleaves into this kobold, doing a total of 16 damage. Heavy blow to the kobold. It does go down. You see its arm hanging by a thread and is in a shock of pain. Vanya, you're done? Kobold warrior here, now protecting Tartuk, goes to swing his spear at Gilly, but first is going to go ahead and try to demoralize Gilly. Same way. You followings wrongs, chief! And we'll fail horribly.
I don't know any, chief.
And then goes to stab you with the spear, Gilly. And we'll hit.
Hit by 1.
5 damage. Finds in a blow. Goes in for a second strike against you, Gilly. This one will miss. Again, you just probably block it with your shield. we go to Tartuk. Tartuk in this place moves back to here. And then you see Tartuk go. You made the mistake coming here! And starts doing a spell. And you watch as this pain starts to rack your body. Go ahead and give me a saving throw, please, Gilly. Okay,
I will hero point that.
go for it. Oh, success. In this case, you do take full damage, but you don't take any of the persistent damage.
How much?
Full
Oh my god!
10 damage.
10 damage, all right, but those were a lot of d4s.
That
Wow.
was very.
But I do not get the persistent damage,
No.
right? Okay.
As you feel this pain just start to
Oh.
rack your body.
Removing the persistent
take it.
damage now. Yeah.
And then we go to Chief Sootscale. Tartuk! You false chief! I kills yous! And watch as Chief Sootscale goes to cut down this kobold in front of him. And will hit. Killing that kobold. Chief Sootscale runs forward into the room. Runs here and goes in for a attack against Tartuk, swinging the club and does miss. Rabbit, it's on you. Gilly, you're on deck.
I move up for my 20 feet,
Okay.
and then I cast Forbidden Wars on Chief Sootscale against Tartuk.
Awesome. Okay.
And since that's 3 actions, then my turn ends.
Okay. Gilly, it's on you.
All right. Gilly is going to move up to Tartuk.
Make sure you use the guidance this turn as well.
Yeah, for the attack, definitely. One question. Does Demoralize give an immunity after?
Yes, he is.
No, okay. Okay, good.
Someone else can do
Gilly,
it, but you can't.
yeah. Gilly is going to run over.
As you rush across, the kobold goes to stab with a spear. Talk of opportunity.
Gilly will take that.
Yes, you will. Seven damage, please.
Then Gilly will go after Tartuk with one strike with the guidance.
Oh, that's a hit as your blade comes down, striking Tartuk in the side.
For 9 damage. Guidance is gone. And after that, another attack on
Go for
Tartuk.
it.
I kind of want to hero point that. Do I want to, though? No, I will not hero point that.
Okay. Cold Warrior is dead. Riffle, it's on you. Vanya, you're on deck.
Okay.
Watch as two Sootscale and Tartuk are in battle. Tartuk just got hit a blow from Gilly as Gilly was hit by the Kobold Warrior when it ran past him.
And Tartuk is still only barely injured.
Doesn't seem to be too hurt.
We've got a Kobold Warrior on the way, though. Just looking at the positioning. If I fire from behind Ravit, will it have cover?
Yes. Even from your current position right now, will have cover as well.
Can't stand next to Ravit, can I?
No.
No. Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna... I forgot to select the thing. I'll move there. And let's go for a produce flame.
Awesome. We'll be at -2.
Okay. -2, yeah?
So you see how this fire light up, and you throw the fire at this kobold. Let's see if it hits.
I think that's
That'll
a hit.
definitely be a hit. It goes over Rabbit's shoulder and just into the kobold.
Alright, let's go.
All right, not bad, not bad. Takes a hit on the back. You see flames light up its side. Its scales, already black, don't really do much more, but it does definitely react as it gets hit by your produced flame. All right, I believe you are done. Violet, it's on you.
Okay, so I've been wondering, I would like to do, how's it called again? 1 second. I would like to use dimensional assault.
Okay.
I've been wondering if I can teleport so that it's a bit.
Yeah, you can.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, you teleport.
Nice.
Okay, great. Yeah, then, let me just toss this thing and move over here.
What, George?
15 feet. What do you say?
I thought George
No,
wanted to say
no,
something.
nothing.
Okay.
I'm just thinking.
Okay. All right, go Olivia.
Okay, now.
You can do a melee strike.
Yeah, I'm thinking about doing a melee strike with the. I think I will do a melee strike with this.
And then you can move.
I think... Don't you have to do a melee strike?
You don't have to.
I think I can
Nope.
decide if I want.
I mean, it says you do, but you don't have to.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I'm not gonna force an attack. That just hits.
Okay, then next I would like to.
You want to do your full spell strike?
I'm thinking about it. I'm also thinking about getting into Arcane Cascade instead.
Okay.
What is it, George? Do you want to say something?
Gilly is probably struggling over there.
Okay.
You can
I
see
think-
that. And Gilly is like,
Okay. Okay. Get your message. Second.
But there's really no place there. You can't get here. You can't get here.
oh, you can't? Okay.
No, those are barriers in the wall.
If you only had some way to move through, I don't know.
Oh no! Can I hero point that?
You can absolutely.
I want Gilly out of there.
But you can't get right here. I'll say that. You can get right there.
Oh no!
no.
Ooh, okay.
Oh,
Critical fumble. So you go and you do charge your rapier. Let's see. I'm gonna go with the spell effect this time. You do charge the spell, and then the spell.
Was that a spell strike, Olivia?
It was a spell strike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Oh, God.
So I'm gonna use a
Okay.
spell on this one. So we'll go to the Rod of Wonder table and see what happens.
Wait, what? Oh.
So you watch as you go to swing, but the weapon goes through the kobold because the energy, for whatever reason, malfunctioned ever so slightly, and you see just leaves glow from the kobold.
From the camp.
Yeah, from the kobold.
And it's under camouflage in forests.
We now have
Plus
a
2.
We now have a tree bolt.
All right, the kobold warrior is just like, what? And then goes to stab you, Vanya. All right, first thing it's gonna do is gonna try to demoralize you. You're making mistakes, and will unfortunately fail. And then goes to stab you with its spear, and will fail. We'll go for a second stab, using the momentum to see if it can connect with you. And as it does fail as well. Going to Tartuk. Kill the intruders! Kill them! And you watch as Tartuk can't really go anywhere. So, cast Mirror Image
What?
on itself. You watch as 3 Tartuks rise up and are now in the area around Tartuk. And then you watch as Tartuk goes ahead and swings their weapon at you, Gilly.
Mm-hmm.
And hits with this scythe that is gleaming with a bit of power. When it hits you, 6 damage, please.
Take that 6 damage.
Wait, how does Tartuk? Why is there this much range for the sickle?
It's 5 feet.
Yeah.
It's 5 feet.
Mhm.
Oh.
Yeah, diagonal is
Yeah.
okay. 2 diagonals is...
Wait, no.
The-
Isn't Tartuk like here?
Yeah. And
And
Gilly's right
Gilly's
here.
here.
Yeah, it's adjacent.
Yeah, like 5 feet.
Okay, I think my foundry is a bit weird.
Press F5, Olivia.
For me, Gilly is
Ah.
here.
Yeah,
Okay.
you
Oh.
think you have to refresh.
Yeah, refresh.
Yeah,
Refresh.
no.
Okay,
Gilly
that
moved over
explains a
there.
lot.
Maybe.
That explains
It's a
lot.
very
Okay.
long sickle.
Let me refresh. That
It's
was
for
good. Okay.
long-range gardening.
All right. Sootscales goes to strike onto Tartuk, but first goes, I am kings, not yous, and tries to intimidate Tartuk. And will succeed at that.
Tuk has been demoralized.
Yeah. By
Wow.
the one true chief. And then goes to strike at Tartuk with his club. And will potentially hit unless we hit one of the items. No, this actually connects with Tartuk. Hits Tartuk. He does take 8 damage. Chief Sootscale goes to swing one more time. And I'm just killing my own fucking NPCs, it looks like.
Yeah! It's kobolds.
Hold on.
You have a specialization for kobolds.
And I roll a 1 to actually hit him. That's fucking great.
I love the
Did
story.
you just
though.
crit an image?
No. If I roll a 1, so if I rolled anything other than a 1, it would have been one of the images.
Oh,
Alright, so. Oh, normal damage, never mind. So gain back 8 health. Because all it does actually is. Oh, not that. It causes it to take 1 bleed damage.
oh.
As it actually hits Tartuk in the side. Alright. Rabbit, it's on you.
I'm gonna use one action, command animal, to
Okay.
give Nova 2 actions. And she just runs up to this kobold with 1 action. and attacks him.
Ooh.
And apparently
Nice.
critical.
It is. Click on that crit damage. Nice. So that kobold
Doggo.
goes
Shreds
down.
that kobold. Wow.
For my second action, I'm gonna move up here. And is Tortuk in cover from an attack here or not?
Yes. Sartuk is the same
So,
size. Yeah, it is.
So it's a -2 in this case.
Yes.
I'm just gonna try it Foxfire this time then to see what it does.
Alright. Now we'll see if it actually does hit. And so it does hit. Roll damage. Apparently my fucking my mirror image is doing a bunch of bullshit against all of you.
Don't
Get
worry.
that.
3 1s out of a D4 3 times. You suck, Tartuk. Alright, I believe you're done. Top of the round, 3. Gil, it's on you.
Gilly is going to mumble a short prayer and is going to heal
nice.
herself.
Alright.
And invigorated by her god, she is going to strike Tartuk. Say, look strangely familiar. Good.
What?
I don't know.
And
This
misses.
feeling. And then Gilly is going to go again. I don't know. I'm very distracted by it.
Okay. As you swing your weapon, you're hitting the images, and you watch as one poofs out, and then another one also poofs out. Leaving just 2 images in place now.
Gilly is looking very, very concentrated and like, this usually only happens after a night of heavy drinking.
Alright. Gilly, are you finished? Or was that only 2? Yeah, you did action? Alright, Arifiel, it's on you.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Let's move up to there. So there's like no room for melee
Right
for
here.
Vanya to get in there.
Right there.
In there, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Unflankable.
Yeah.
Unflankable.
Tartuk is a little more intelligent than the other kobolds here.
Mm-hmm.
Must be because of the magic.
Badly injured. Okay. He's already been demoralized. I'm just gonna go for a. He's badly injured already. Let's go produce flame. Try to get rid of those mirror images.
Alright.
No minus this time, right?
No.
No.
Alright, I'm gonna roll a d6, and if I get a 4, 5, or 6, it is going to hit the image. Okay, so the spell hits one of the images and disappears, leaving just Tartuk himself there.
Okay.
Right, and I believe you moved to that. You're done. Vanya, it's on you.
I think I would like to. Can I stand here?
No.
Or it's not possible?
No.
No, it's not. Okay, and here.
Nope.
Also.
Right here.
Okay, we move here then.
He went there for a specific reason, so he can't get flanked.
And I will refocus. And as my last action, I will just do mini strike.
Okay. And unfortunately, Tartuk would just use a scythe or his sickle and just parry the blade of your rapier.
Okay, that's it.
All right, Tartuk. Now will also go ahead and do two things. One attack against you, Vanya. Goes in with just parrying your rapier. Goes in to swing the point towards your neck, Vanya. And will critically hit.
I want. You have to roll damage, but after that, I want to react. So either get. I do have also not only enfeebled, I also have weight of guilt, so I can make the creature stupefied too.
Okay. It will just
Either
negate all the damage. So it negates all the damage and goes and looks at you again, Gilly, and does that same incantation because it is pissed off at you, and does its last spell of Phantom Pain one more time against you.
I have to roll a will save. Oh, I have to select myself. Will saving throw. Roll it. I will re-roll it with Halfling Luck.
Okay, go for it.
Nice.
All right. Taking damage here.
Oh God.
11 damage.
Oh, it's 11. Okay. It looks like so much.
I know. On top of that, you are going to be taking 1d4 mental damage persistent. So
1d4 or 2d4?
Oh yeah, 2d4. Okay. So it's going to be roll one more time. Not that.
Oh.
Not that.
That's a lot of damage from 2d4.
Right.
So you're going to be taking, looks like 6 damage.
6 damage. I don't know if I'll... Ooh. Okay. It's fine. It's fine.
All right. Now Tartuk is going to take 1 bleed damage from that strike from before. All right.
Now,
then,
Paul, just crit 2 times again.
Chief Sootscale, come on, name NPCs, is going to try to intimidate. I can't, because I tried before. Shit. Is going to try and, in this case, try and feint and make Tartuk flat-footed. And will succeed. Of course. Of course he will. And then we'll swing. Alright. And we'll go for another swing.
Yep.
Alright. I want my game NPCs to come on damn characters. That's not fun. Rabbit, it's on you.
Since we can't get in melee range, I'm gonna use Hunt Prey against Tartuk.
Oh, I'm going flat-footed. Get rid of that real quick. Bloop. Alright. We'll be at -2.
And after using Hunt Prey, I'm gonna use Hunter's Aim and attack him.
Go for it. That's a hit. Roll damage. Nice. You see Tartuk starting to breathe a little bit heavy, starting to look about, starting to look around, starting to feel a little bit the pressure of this fight.
But he's stuck in a corner, he can't do anything.
So you
Focus on
think.
that, Skelly.
Gilly now gets the 2d4 mental damage
At the end of your turn.
at the end of my turn.
It'll be 6 damage, so.
So, first Gilly sees double and then has a terrible headache. This is not news to Gilly. Alright.
Has Gilly drunk anything?
Maybe she should. Maybe that's the problem. Gilly will take up that longsword again, put it into striking position, and then go after Tartuk with a roll.
So you also are sick in 1, by the way.
Oh my.
I want to reroll that with a hero point.
Okay.
I think this is. Come on.
Oh,
Yes.
Alright.
There you go.
Still not a crit, though.
Imagine if he rolled a
Almost.
1 again.
20 AC? Wow.
Bruh.
Yeah.
Almost a crit.
Yeah. Ugh. Terrible damage. Let's go crit fishing, and I have 2 actions left, right?
Yes.
I'm sickened 1.
Yeah, because he failed the roll.
Oh. Oh, interesting. Okay. With the other action, I will attack again, miss probably, and then I will raise that shield.
All right.
Because Willie is feeling a bit.
All right. Take 7 damage, Gilly.
7
You're
damage.
feeling this racking pain. Now, I should have mentioned this earlier. Because you're sickened, you can spend an action to get rid of that condition. In that case, you did. All right, you're good. So you could remove it.
Oh, it's not sickened I want to get rid of. It's the persistent damage I rolled the recovery check on.
So that doesn't go away unless you get rid of sickened.
Oh.
Yeah, that
Okay,
persistent damage
yeah.
doesn't go away.
But doesn't persistent damage go away by like flat check at the end of
Normally, except for this spell, circumvents that. The spell overrides that.
Okay. Okay, yep, then ignore that because I don't have an action. I really want the razor shield.
Okay.
Gilly is looking really beat up.
So if you want to end that effect, Gilly, you have to spend an action to actually end it.
Yep.
All right.
Let's
Oh, sorry. Rachel, it's on you.
see. How
You
this
see
goes.
Gilly starting to actually sway and stumble a little bit. She's very hurt.
Stay
Or
with us,
drunk.
Gilly.
Maybe she's also drunk. You don't know. All right.
You're being healed!
Ooh.
I click the healing, don't I?
You're being healed for a bit of damage.
Wow.
That's a good roll.
Just a bit.
Wow, and you see Gilly like all the tension and the tension in the wrong places and the looseness in the wrong places also get flipped, and she's now back at it again.
Vanya, he's just holding on. Finish him.
I will.
That's my 3 actions. 2
Right.
on heal, 1 on guidance.
Vanya, it's on
go.
you.
All right.
Olivia, don't forget to put the guidance spell effect on you.
Oh yeah, thank you. Okay, so
Nice.
last round I already focused, so this time
Go for it.
I will cast True Strike.
Oh, it's about to hurt.
Oh.
This is about to hurt.
I'm going all in. Going all in. Go. Please.
Oh no. Oh god.
This is about to hurt really bad. As Olivia, in the terms of Matt Mercer, how do you want to do this?
I can admit that I never watched Critical Roles.
So you can describe to me That's fine. You can describe to me how you kill Tartuk with your spell,
Oh,
with your
no.
attack spell, with your attack spell.
Okay. So the first strike, I start concentrating. Close my eyes for a tiny second. Take my rapier and I slap some lightning on it, like good old slap, and I pierce right into his neck. And once the lightning goes out, it gets out of his mouth and eyes, and it's like.
So you see Tartuk, and just lightning go around its face, into the air, onto the ceiling, around its head, and then he just falls to the ground and dies.
I think this might have been a bit excessive of me. Sorry about that.
And as Tartuk is on the ground, you see the scales start to fade away, and you see the body start to elongate a little bit. And then after a couple of moments, wearing the headdress and the numerous wounds, a slit in the throat, you do see another figure there. You see, most will recognize Tartusio.
I knew it.
Maybe I shouldn't have killed him, but
No, this is fine.
Like he was about to kill one of us at least. Like,
true.
but still, like Gilly's probably going like this. What? What is this?
Back in character.
Yeah.
You know what? Actually, I can end the battle. I can end the battle here, because of a specific reason. And that is the Phantom Pain.
Mm. Yeah. So,
All right. It was Gilly first, Orifiel, then Vanya, then Rabbit. All right. So in this case, Vanya you just killed. So we go to Gilly. Gilly, it's been an action to get rid of this effect.
Yeah. Of sickened, or the whole effect.
Of Sicken. Once you get rid of Sicken, you'll get rid of the spell effect. But the DC is against the spell effect itself. So go ahead and give me a. Is it a fortune saving throw or a? Give me a fortune saving throw, please.
Can I like this is at the end of my round, right?
It's the end of essentially it's the end of Vanya's round. So you have 3 actions before you actually take the damage.
So I think Gilly knows if you're sickened that you can retch. So you get the sickened away.
Yeah.
Ugh. All right. Sickened is gone. And
Here
after
goes the stew.
oh no.
No.
Oh no.
So you still have to do the DC save. That's the thing.
Yeah. And now I can do the will save, right?
Yeah. No, fortitude save now.
Fortitude. Sorry.
Yeah.
Well, I rolled a 5 and it would be a 15 with fortitude.
Not enough. Keep on trying.
And I get 2d4.
No,
damage
you have
each
2 more
time.
tries. 2 more tries. It's an action.
Ah, okay.
That does. Okay.
Okay.
So at that point, you feel the pain kind of just recede and fade away. And you feel now your normal self, besides the numerous wounds that have been healed by Orifiel. Alright, now we can actually end the encounter completely.
Shio. How creative.
Tartuk. Oh God. Why?
I knew it! Imposters! And starts to defile his body by banging his club on Tartusio.
Gilly will want to go between that. Like,
Orifiel would like to try and pull him away.
put her shield between it. Leave it. We know this. We know this person.
Do you know him? And it looks at you, Gilly.
We are not
He's
friends.
not a friend.
He's more of an
Oh.
enemy.
Then hands the club to you. You
Gilly
can do
will...
this wells.
No.
We don't do that.
We...
Okay.
Look,
Okay.
he's dead. Really dead.
He lowers the club. Okay. Chief
Oh, thank you.
Sootscale owes you's life debt for saving Sootscale clan. Thank yous.
There must be a story with this. How did this happen?
Sometimes ago's this kobold Tartuk came, declared will free us from curse, but shows magics. Sootscale no has magics, but Tartuks did. So other kobolds followed Tartuks, and you see as he spits onto the other kobold that was found, the other two here. Those followers used to follow Sootscales, but now Sootscales back into chiefs. And you watch as Chief Sootscale turns around, and you see the other kobolds are there. Sootscales! Chief Sootscale, leader, chief once more! And and he watches the kobolds kind of cheer at them. Goes! God entrance! Stop Mitflits! Kill more Mitflits! They cheer again, and they all start to stream out of the room.
The Midflits are dead.
We've dealt with them.
All of them's?
There's none left by the tree.
And Chief Sootscales owes you even more than life debts. Thank yous for saving Sootscales and leaving me keeps clans Sootscales together.
There's still the matter with the ring. I whispered to Rufio.
You take everything's Tartuks demanded everything's that we take from Mitfits, and as we had before, you can keep all of it for saving Sootscales. And
You know where he
right
put
there.
it? Oh.
Wowie.
Wowie, indeed.
They would probably be going through like Tartuccio's, like not really going through the belongings, but like looking at the body and just being a bit out of it. What to do? You should probably
I see no rings.
bury.
Open the saddlebag.
Is it in the saddlebag?
Open it. There's
Can
an
we?
icon to open it at the very far right. There's like a box symbol.
Oh, we don't have that.
I
Oh.
can't see that. No.
How about now?
Oh yeah.
Ah. Ooh.
Oh,
Ooh. That's interesting. Okay.
And after going through Tartuccio's corpse and like maybe closing the eyes out of which lightning came a few minutes before, and like looking through, Gilly shows a sort of a stick, some sort of wooden stick, a baton, and shows it to Oriphiel, and then unsure shows it to Vanya. These things, and also a sickle that has a strange luster to it. The last one is cold iron, but it's apparently a wand of magic missile.
I forgot to unidentify it, so it's fine. So you know what it is. I'll give it to you here.
Oh, okay. And shows it to you. I saw a look in Tartuccio's eyes, his kobold eyes, when he saw us, and he was just for a moment hesitated, but then went at it as hard as he could, just trying to kill us. I don't feel right that we killed him, but he wouldn't even talk to us, really.
So let me get this straight. He left the others behind to go and take over a tribe of kobolds. And then
They also attacked hunters near Olex.
then took up arms to try and kill us when we showed up.
I think this might have been his way to survive.
It's a stupid way to survive, though, just ditching on your compatriots and going at it alone and wanting to take as much power as you can go through trickery and deceit.
You just said it. It's power hungry. He didn't want to share any of that power.
He just wants to rule over anyone who can be fooled.
And if they can't, then to the sword, I suppose, or the sickle in this case.
I think we should just take his body outside, show it to Lindsay and Jatel, and ask them what we should do.
Yeah.
I think this is a story to be learned from. Perhaps Lindsay is really interested about
Cautionary tale.
What happened here. Exactly.
Yeah. You can see Gilly is still rattled. Okay, let's talk with the kobold a bit more, probably, right? And take everything with us.
We need him to... Is he still, with us in the room?
Yeah.
Just listening in on...
What's their deal?
Okay. Raphael looks over to him. There are a lot of different people out there. Different humans. Some of them will not mean you well.
Normals.
Yeah.
Everyone treats us this ways.
There are humans and others like us, like all of us, like him, who attack each other as well. My request to you would be, don't attack unprovoked.
Don't attack humans.
Unless they attack you first.
You help Sootscales. Sootscales no longer attacks humans or pointy ears.
Raphael sort of nods toward Gilly, kind of giving a side eye.
And Gilly tries to look a bit taller.
Smooth skins. Sootscales no attacks.
Let's just say humanoids. I'm sorry, that was German. And Rabbit, she looks at Rabbit when she says
Vanya,
that.
I think he still counts as humanoid himself.
The greater.
See, we all have similarities.
Sootscales no attack smooth skins, or walking dogs.
We will tell other friendly humans that you will not be of harm.
And if the Sootscales need help, or if we need help, we can help each other, right?
Yes, you help Sootscales. Sootscales can help use.
Is there anything we can give them? Some sort of token of...
You mean to help identify the legions?
Mm.
But Sootscales stay away from humans that attack us easies from southwest.
Yes.
We stay away from their walled little towns. Towns with single buildings.
I think we could at least...
Those southwest are the worst ones.
Sootscales learns to stay away from them.
Good.
They've killed many Sootscales already.
Ones to the north, in big walled off buildings, do not mean harm. They're just trying to survive.
If they no attack Sootscales, we no attack them.
And if you want, we can bring moon radishes to you.
Okay.
And maybe you give us something for it.
What you want?
What do you have?
We kobolds. We make traps. We make things. Better than dwarfs.
Oh.
Goes over to Gilly for a moment.
Yeah.
Like, just crouches down and, like, whispers. I like the diplomacy angle, but I have no idea how we'll set up any sort of trade route, if that's what you're thinking, or supply route.
I'm thinking that maybe they can give us information.
An idea.
Maybe, yeah.
I move over as well, since I hear you talking with my dog ears.
Come into our huddle.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we do a little circle
Okay, so-
together.
She's like, the chief now comes in the huddle as well.
Oh,
1 second.
Oh,
After we talk,
Case?
you will too be in the huddle, okay?
He steps away, confused.
So, what do you think?
We want to talk with the four of us at the moment. Can you give us
Smooth skin
Oh,
tradition.
okay. And you watch as he does go away.
Fifth wheeling.
Smooth skin tradition, this is now.
Yeah.
Wait 1 second. Is Nova in our
huddles in
circle
as
too?
well?
Yeah. For the pets. For the head pets. For the head scritchies.
Loras gets on top of Nova's head.
I was thinking about something. Since we found a gold mine, and they want radishes, why don't we trade moon radishes for their help in the mine?
I don't know if we can trust them like that.
I mean, would they even value gold?
If they do,
Is that
and
your
they're
business?
listening right now. Okay, I like that idea, honestly, but like...
Why wouldn't we treat them as equals since we propose an alliance?
I wouldn't even tell Oleg of the gold mine.
We need to tell someone at some point.
At some point, still, the more mouths know a secret, the more is babbled around.
They won't babble.
Oh, have you heard them?
So we don't tell anyone about the gold mine right now, but why don't we propose an alliance? We bring them all with us to Oleg, give them a job to do, like
Might
basically
get that
just a
much.
farm or something.
I think they need to stay in their environment, don't they? In their community.
Hang on. This is an old silver mine. Maybe there's still more to be had here.
Oh.
Right. This is there is no copper mine around, so we start with silver, and then we go to gold. And if they're good enough, at the silver mine, they go to gold.
Are you thinking of setting up a trade route of silver ore for moonradish stew?
And pigs, and I think Oleg will like it, honestly.
I believe whatever we do, I believe we should probably set up contracts. Not
We'll
for
need to be
them, but-
involved,
but-
directly involved.
Oh,
Yeah,
in this, because they trust us.
yeah. If we're in the general area, we can always have a look. What did you want to say, Vanya? We need to set up what?
contracts. I think not for them, but
Ah,
in
they'll-
case they see someone on the way, they can at least show the paper that they're in alliance with us. And if they get attacked, that we will
That's
protect
not a
them.
bad idea.
I was thinking of a token they can show someone.
Yeah,
Like,
but everyone
you're
could steal a
thinking-
token.
Yeah,
you're
that's right.
thinking like,
I was saying,
well, like the charter that we have.
yes.
Right.
And I would say, I always carry a lot of stuff around with me just in case. And I
So your
do
idea
have
is
some paper with me and some pens.
we set up a kobold trading charter?
Yes.
Perhaps we should just discuss this with Lindsay and Jaital, see what they think, and if they can help us.
But I think Jason wouldn't be happy with that.
Yeah, Jethel is a bit of a naysayer, but I think Lindsay would like it. But I think it's a good idea.
is wary of threats.
Yeah.
Is the main thing.
I think this will be a long explanation, but let's just say to Chief Sootscale that we have an idea how we can become even better friends.
Yes, he'll understand we're friends.
Because after what we've been through, and after seeing the chief fight, I have to say I'm a bit impressed. Just the strength.
He's a little on the savage side, but we've seen people who grew up in the savage side and they can adapt.
The only problem is, he said that a lot of kobolds were killed by the bad guys in the southwest.
Yes, so they've been avoiding them. Those are the bandits. Those are...
Yeah, but are those bandits coming here as well, or not?
Well, they attacked Oleg's, so this... if they know about the silver mine, then maybe, but I'm not sure.
So do we know for sure that if
That-
we leave the kobolds here, that they will be safe?
That's why I gave them the warning, that they know about bandits, and I gave them the warning that they are bad people, they are bandits who will attack them.
Let's help them set up some more traps, and let's help them maybe find out what's more in the mine. They probably know the mines very good, and they are very, very small and very quick compared to the bandits we've seen. And I think the bandits would
What we also could do is perhaps stay here for a bit, help them out with perhaps seeing if we can find any silver here, while Chetel and Lindsay go back to OLX with the body of this guy,
Issue.
and perhaps ask for some soldiers that could also go here and protect the kobolds as well, in case that the bandits decide to attack here.
Let's leave Jathel and Lindsay with us, I think. I don't want to let them go out there alone. It's pretty ruthless here.
These
I
guys-
don't know.
These guys have been surviving against bandits and Mitflits.
Yeah, you're about 50 miles away from Oleg's right now.
They've been surviving a double assault, if you will. Now that we've cut off one of their threats, they can better defend against the other. I think they can.
And you have to think that the Stag Lord probably, or his lieutenants, have other problems with one bandit camp just completely vanishing and other bandits just going missing.
Right, I think kobolds are probably the last of their worries right now.
That's where we probably could
I think
profit
I do want
in friendship.
to know what Jethro and Lindsay have to say about this. Lindsay especially feels very, very empathetic.
Yeah. All right, I like the ideas. Let's.
We have a truce. Brokering further agreements can be handled over time. But we need, we'll need to have more people involved, like informed at least, if we intend to do anything.
Alright, let's pick up all the stuff that you can find and get here, and then talk to Chief Sootscales before you go outside, or...
Vanya, I picked up a wand before. Maybe this one will be better suited to you than me.
Sure, I can take a look at it.
It's in the party donkey. And that beautiful metaphor, the party donkey.
Okay.
Yeah, we take care of the wand later. My inventory is so full. I love to take a lot of stuff in my inventory.
My inventory was full from the get-go, from the moment we started the game.
But I think taking a ladder with me might have been a bit too much.
They're just, but it's a foldable ladder, right? So you can put it in your bag, in your overstuffed bag.
But it's still bulk free.
Alright, I can delete the old Sharptooth statue from my inventory now.
Yes, you can.
Oh, that was 25 GP. Oh, bug it.
I really want the story how Tartusio. Maybe we can get Lindsay in here and like she can talk to the kobolds and try to piece it together, you know? So like we get the story how it happened. This would be great. All right, let's go to the chief. I think they like Orifio.
You want me to carry the body of Tartusio with me?
Let's both take it.
All right.
The limp body of the gnome.
I say we do our 10-minute break here.
Yeah. All right. Let's go.
What did you know about Tartuk?
You put it together? George did. George, you know this from the video game, or do you just see the name?
No, I heard Tartu, And then I was like, what? Tartuk. Okay. And he's like, he has this purple. I was always thinking about Tartushio in my head each time, like, when will he come back? Because he seems like a person who comes back. And then it was a purple scaled kobold, and who wanted to take over the thing. And you said king once also, but it was, I don't think Tartushio said that. I think Chief Sootscales said that. I was sure after that. After that, I was sure.
Like,
Ah.
purple. Like, I was thinking the entire time, like, purple. Purple. Like, purples typically take their colors after dragons. But I'm like, that's not a purple dragon, is that? Purple.
Purple? What's with the purple?
I really tried to have a
Purple.
I really tried to have a poker face because George, once he noticed, he just in caps lock, he just wrote to me, Tartushio!
Before Paul said, don't tell them, I was
Yeah.
like, Tartushio!
And I was like, oh!
Yeah, I was hearing you typing. I'm like,
Oh no.
Yep.
That's
We
why
shouldn't
I.
type. We
that-
should stop.
yeah. That's why I put Tartu minus K question mark into the general chat, because Tartu. Okay, yeah. And I love that. I really love that. And like the surprise at the start of the combat. Whew, the poor gnome. But
Yeah.
like, not that poor. There's not much empathy.
oh my
All right.
gosh.
I still like how we started a kobold revolution.
Yeah, I want
Even
the
the
story
handle
of
is
the
not.
curse. Yeah, I want the story of the curse. It's probably completely fabricated with some prestidigitation or mage hand or something like that.
Oh right, because he uses so much deception. Oh, true.
Yeah, he did say
Possible.
that Tartuk is what started the curse. Is what told him about the curse.
Mm.
Oh.
And is Bestow Curse a spell in this?
They are curses, I think, in Pathfinder 2nd edition.
I think like hexes would be.
I feel like this feels more like a hex, given that it's connected to an item.
Mm.
I don't know if a wizard would be capable of it, though.
Oh, look, there's something like. Oh no, I'm. Curse of Nightmares. This curse plagues you with terrible nightmares whenever you sleep, preventing you from resting
Hey, guess what, George?
Oh, hey! Hey! Hey!
What
are you doing?
I didn't.
Not familiar.
Boy, that's just not familiar to you.
All right, I need to go before I find out where. Yeah.
I must say, I didn't listen, and now I feel bad asking for what it is.
I'll tell you. I'll tell
No,
you.
don't tell me. Don't tell me, please.
Oh my god.
Okay, see you guys later. Like in 5 minutes, probably.
Well, Gilly, take minus 500 XP and go back to level 2.
I never played it, but me and George recently tried to play the first part only
Like
in the
Lady
with
Lady
and
Jumani's
Aubrey.
manor, in order
Yeah.
to show Olivia how it was like going through there, and oh no,
Yeah.
something happens. But
No,
I like it much more how it was here, because like how we rescued Lindsay from that ogre.
Yeah.
That was cool.
it was
Yeah, I do
I only-
suggest you don't play past what we've been doing in the game.
Yeah, definitely.
So you
Yeah,
would
no,
spoil
no.
a lot of stuff if you did.
we only wanted to play the first. Like,
Same time, it's
I
a
think, like,
sandbox.
10
isn't it?
minutes.
So,
I
like,
think we played 10
Yeah,
minutes.
you definitely see
Yeah.
things out of order.
yeah.
Yeah.
And you could, like, if you did want to try like the video game, then you could accidentally do things in like a different order than what we've already been doing.
Mm.
It's not the same without all of the player characters, so it's really hard to play it.
Is it?
Right, I don't think I could play Arithiel, because I don't think there's a witch class, is there?
No, there's switch class.
Yeah.
I think there is.
Is it?
I can't remember offhand. I mean, it's Pathfinder 1, so it's fairly different.
There was a witch class in Pathfinder 1.
I mean, in the video game though.
Yeah.
Pathfinder Kingmaker classes. Alchemist, Barbarian, Bard, Cleric, Druid, Fighter, Inquisitor, Kineticist, Magus, Monk, Paladin, Ranger, Rogue, Slayer, Sorcerer, and Wizard. Yeah, no witch.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Oh, the Slayer. It was, I think, a rogue and a ranger combined into one class.
Yeah, the Kineticist is coming out the next book, and I think in March. So I'm very curious about that one, because apparently that one's like in depth on the class for that one, because of what they can
Can't
do.
wait for Kineticist. I'm looking forward to how
Constitution as a key ability score.
Let's
That's not what they
go.
can do. I mean, it's like the actual. From what I understand, it's like the actual avatar, but in
Yeah.
Pathfinder. So I definitely.
Like you can go, I think, from only one element to two elements to all elements, but you lose like depth in these elements. Yeah.
Anyways, back to the game at hand. All right. So, where would you like to go?
Alright, we're gonna go back to the main chamber, I think, and speak with the kobold leader. I'm looking at the map, by the way.
Yeah.
What's going on back there?
Yeah. It has a rather interesting shape to it.
Would
Yeah.
Paul above board, would Tushio have run if we didn't cut off basically all the escape paths?
There's literally only
He would have tried, but he
there's
took him
only the
down.
one.
But yeah, especially if he got down low enough, he was going to cast invisibility. But Vanya's exploding sword kind of took him in.
How high are these walls, by the way?
Hmm?
The walls? Wooden walls?
What about them?
How high are them?
Oh, they're about, maybe, let's say, 4 or 5 feet high.
Okay. Because I was wondering, because does it... No, it doesn't...
These are not put here by the actual kobolds. They're here by the miners when it was originally a silver mine.
Yeah, we'll go back to the main chamber first.
As you move back to the main chamber, they are not there. There's only a few kobolds. And then you hear a bit of coming from the other room. And then a
Which other room?
wet thunk.
No.
Which other room? The...
The one down this way.
Okay. We'll head over there.
As you head on over, you see two kobolds on the two bloody tables. Two of the kobolds there, they're watching them, and you see Chief Sootscale You allied with Tartuk! You deserve death! You see, one already had its head crushed in by the club that is dripping blood from Chief Sootscale. He goes to the other one. I'm full chief, not that imposter! And goes to smash the head of the other kobold.
Gilly thinks this is wrong and wants to interfere.
How many times a day can you use your reaction?
Oh, right. Like, glimpse of redemption. Try to glimpse of redemption it. Like, don't know. This is wrong. You don't want to do this. Stop it.
Do you go to stop him?
Yeah. I want to go to stop him, and like this will of no.
He sees
do
you.
it.
Do you want to do it? They're traitors to Sootscales.
They were tricked. Tartushu is a little power hungry. What's the word? Asshole, I think, is the word. He tricked them. Look,
You must have used magic for that.
yeah, exactly. There's magic involved. They might be innocent. They might have liked you, and now they have to die. I don't think
Because they
so.
took golds from Mies and gives to Tartuk's purple scales.
But
This is our ways.
maybe let this kobold speak at least.
No need to speak, did actions. Took from other kobolds that still follows Chief Sootscales. Took from them, we takes from Midflit Wars. Give to purple scales.
We have this thing called, well, maybe we're not the ones to talk, but it's hard out here, and I can understand that you do it, and I want to look at the at the kobold who's about to be killed.
Eyes wide, fear-filled. Looking at you, looking at Sootscale, looking at you, looking at Chief Sootscale.
Did you do it out of your own will?
Phil, what do you want to say?
I was just trying to interject with the if I may, but don't know if that kobold's going to respond to Gilly first, though, to be fair.
As Gilly is talking to that kobold, what does Vanya and Revit want to do, if anything?
Well, I do have an idea. I have an idea what I could say, but I will wait until Gilly or Rivifio said anything. So.
He chose to follow
One
another
second. I think Robin is trying to say something.
Oh, is he?
His mic wasn't working.
Oh.
Alright, go ahead.
Okay.
No, does Robin want to...
Yeah.
The kobold?
What's going on?
The kobold, I think... Is the mic working, Robin?
Oh, bugger. He's trying to say something.
Oh, the headset. Wait for Robin to get back.
Okay.
Robin, is that the same head? I can't see.
Oh, we heard something.
Robin, can you see something?
There's light
Is
coming.
this one working?
There we
There
go.
you
Yes.
Well, one side of this headset doesn't work, so great.
Well, Robin, the other headset, was that the same as mine?
This is the 935, and the other one was a 933.
Can't tell which one mine is. But mine does the same thing, where the mic doesn't work if you move up and down, but if you restart the Logitech software, it resets it.
I tried that and it doesn't
Okay.
work for me. I have to restart my whole PC for it.
Okay.
Logitech, not a sponsor of this stream.
But could be.
Yeah,
Hey, Robin, what do you want to
Well,
say?
they are good headed. I wanted to propose something, but since Gilly already asked something, I'll wait on Gilly's answer.
All right. Gilly, go ahead and give me a diplomacy roll to the other kobold. To the one that's on the, essentially the altar, as it is.
I feel so naked with no hero points and no halfling luck. Oh god.
Really naked.
Actually, for doing that fight and winning, go ahead and take a hero point, everyone.
Okay.
Aw.
I will re-roll it.
That is awfully generous.
Come on.
Hey, it's one better.
Yeah.
Yes, I takes from other kobolds for bigger kobolds, stronger kobolds. That kobolds make us fight Sootscales that fight us. That kobolds was better than you, Sootscales.
Okay. If I may.
He's ready to, like, pound his head in now.
We're willing to follow another kobold that proved himself better falsely. You have a lot more enemies than kobolds. And you are better than this lot. So, assuming your ways are contests of strength or the like, then you guys should follow a gesture to the leader that we've been fighting alongside, and I'm realizing that I've not got his name.
Sootscale, right? Chief Sootscale?
Yeah, Chief Sootscale.
Is it just Chief Sootscale?
Mm-hmm.
That's your name. Okay. You guys follow Chief Sootscale now because he's better than you. Yes?
The other kobolds, yes. Chief Sootscale points the club at the one he's about to kill, only until he finds others cheating kobolds, then does same things against. The kobolds,
So long?
no.
So long as these guys obey you, then they are useful against people that would be a threat to you, like the bandits southwest.
Earthfield, give me a diplomacy roll.
we're using up all that goodwill we have with them.
You
My
will be
God.
getting bonuses because of what you've done so far, but I'm turning this into a influence challenge with all of you.
Mm.
Yep. Okay. Oh. I took that feat at the right time. Just being able to have proficiency in anything like ahead of time. Oh my gosh.
Mm.
All right, diplomacy. I'm gonna hero point it. I have 2 hero points.
Go for it.
Come on, come on.
I got a +1.
Oh, that is karma because I low key made fun of George when the same thing happened a minute ago.
Yeah.
That is karma. I like that.
Kobold smalls, but kobold Sootscales need to have everyone's always look for the best of intentions of Sootscales, not go to first magic purple scales that comes in. This kobold will do the same things again. How do you want to interject, Rabbit? That's a failure.
I just walk past everyone and step in front of them.
I assume Gilly would have been like next to the kobold getting attacked.
Probably. That'd be this one here.
Like, yeah,
This
rabbit
one is
yeah.
dead.
Wait, can I also want to see?
So, what if we propose instead of killing them, you exile them? We take them in, they will not be here anymore, and they will work for us instead.
Rabbit, what are you doing?
You want to use diplomacy?
Yes.
Go for it. Exiles would be good. Sootscales can exile these kobolds traitors. Vanya, what do you do?
Well, I think what I wanted to do is not possible anymore, but it's fine. It's alright.
Something else? Essentially, the entire group is trying to persuade Sootscale now, Chief Sootscale.
Okay. I think once a rabbit says that, I cross my arms.
With
Like, basically, I don't know. I whispered to Raphael, well, it's better than nothing. Can't have them die, can we?
What are we gonna do with them?
I don't know.
So you're going for intimidation? It's like,
Probably yes.
okay, alright, go, give me intimidation.
I'm the most intimidating person in this group, probably.
That soft-spoken manner really gets to kobold minds.
I mean, with the way you lit up
Oh, yeah, I mean,
the purple scale like a firework.
Do you want a hero point that, Olivia?
oh no, okay. Yeah, okay, let's do that.
Oh my god, this
You're
is a
untrained?
straight
No,
roll.
it's a hard check.
This is a flat roll. Flat check. Oh my gosh.
A DC whatever flat check. You got +3 instead of +1, so it's a win.
I do this.
Huh? Looks around. Doesn't understand the term, the angle.
You
Alright.
you try to demoralize and you stupefied his
I understand what you're doing. Gilly, you're the last one.
Oh,
I can roll again.
Well, you rolled diplomacy against the one getting attacked before.
Yeah, this is now talking to Chief Sootscale. You're the last one to go
Yeah.
for this round. I'm gonna make this one round, make this fast.
Look, the more hands, the better. I think it's everyone just wants to survive, especially here. There's been so much bloodshed, kobold blood and gnome blood. Let's let these old things lie. Diplomacy again. Oh god.
we're not a really charismatic group, right?
Do you want to hero point
Besides
that?
Rabbit, of course.
I mean, it's not bad bonuses, just some bad rolls.
I already used all my hero points.
All right.
Like, I used it before. I cannot.
This is kobolds' loss. Kobolds take care of other kobolds. Smoothkins no understands. Smoothkins have easier life than kobolds. This must be done. I respect you for saving Sootscales, but Sooskins must also respect Sootscales' ways.
I think we understand. And since you've seen us in battle, how about we do it outside of the cave?
Give me deception.
Raphael just gives Vanya a tap on the back. You're brave. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
And then just like walk away. I'm just gonna wait over by Nova.
Just when Orifia slaps her on the back, she's like, she coughs a little on it.
If you don't want to seize, please go.
No, I will watch.
Rabbit?
Yeah.
Didn't we just agree on exiling them?
They're not.
You thought about it.
That was a group influence.
Yeah.
thing.
I was looking for 3 successes. You only got, unfortunately, 2.
And
Yeah.
Gilly would like to.
Rabbit got a crit
stand-
success, but it wasn't enough.
Gilly would like to stand near the kobold and say, "I'm sorry."
I'm just gonna stand there in the corner, just watch.
And Raphael doesn't want to watch any undue bloodshed, so just gonna be in the main chamber,
So,
leaning against the wall.
for those watching, here's what I want to have happen. I would like Vanya and Raphael to go ahead and go to the other channel real quickly.
Oh, let me see.
The GM side channel. You see that Chief Sootscale watches as Vanya and Raphael leaves, then grabs the club and turns towards the wall where you have that depiction of that devilish-looking creature with fangs. And goes, "Old Sharptooths, give Sootscales strengths. We saves by Sooskins, but stills we worships use to kill everyone enemies of Sootscales and traitors. Take this sacrifice to use Sootscales and to use Sharp's Tooth." And you watch as the other kobold just closes his eyes, realizes what's going to happen, and then Chief Sootscale raises the club and just smashes one blow against the temple of the kobold, crushing his head in one swift blow. Put him out of any type of pain if he would have had any in instant.
Gilly's disgusted by this behavior, and probably someone can see it in her face, but I don't know if kobolds are good in reading smooth skin facial expressions.
He looks at you. This is our ways for many times. For Sootscales to be strong needs to happen.
Who is this? Sharptooth?
This is old Sharptooths. We worship Sharptooths. Give us strengths against other evil smoothskins, misfits, gremlins.
Does old Sharptooth talk to you?
Not Mies, but other old chiefs talk to's. Hopins one days I speaks to Sharptooths, but have not heard Sharptooth's calls speaks to Chief Sootscales yet.
Gilly looks at that, the painting on the wall, and it looks very menacing, right? It's
It does. But here, go ahead and
hideous.
give me a perception roll, both of you. It looks very, very menacing. And as you watch it, Brevet, you don't quite see anything as you look at this wall. But Gilly, as you look at it, you just get a slightly uneasy feeling. Then it kind of just goes away after a moment.
All right.
Thank yous for not stopping me. Sootscales owes yous everything for helping us. But this must be done.
Maybe if we get to know each other better, we can learn how to do things differently. We learn differently, you learn differently, and together we find ways to live, and especially let live.
Chief Sootscales will listen. With that, he does go and leave this chamber. Oh, he is dead. Get back over here. You ain't moving no more. They go outside.
This is gruesome. Like some sort of demon ritual. Gilly is super uneasy with this.
Very evil. Alright, bringing in the other ones. Welcome back.
Hi.
What's going on?
You watch as Chief Sootscale and two of the kobolds do leave the room. You did all hear, unfortunately, the thwack. One blow.
No.
And that was it.
He's got the fun.
Yeah, Gilly comes back and gives it a look. Like,
Oh.
let's talk later.
Let's get out of it.
No, it's fine. We can talk with them. Let's talk later, though.
Chief Sootscale turns around. Sootscale's clan's very small now from wars with Mitflits. We need to time to rest. Ever now that Purple Skins is gone, Purple Skins has us attacks Mitflits for treasure, for golds. Many kobolds lost lives.
We saw
Sootscale's small snows. Must get biggers.
I do have a question to ask.
Turns towards you.
Those you've lost. We found burned corpses. Did the Mitflits or Tartuk use fire?
Not since Mitflits use stoles from bandits, stoles from smoothskins, have potions that fires.
Okay. But I just wanted to confirm that.
Also, did Mick return safely home?
Yes. Mix comes back, drunks with moon radish found on other kobolds got drunks. It points at a section over here where you see Mix just just snoring pretty much in a stupor.
Mick was a true hero.
Moon radishes get you drunk?
If eats lots, moon radish is so good.
Okay. Okay. The smoothskins, bad ones, southwest.
Yes. We stay away
They-
from buildings with walls.
The bad ones, they wander the plains. They attack people.
Yes. Don't know where everybody's ours. Not found us.
If you ever see them, you will know who they are if you see them with these pendants. I
Sure.
gesture to Gilly, who's holding the pendants we have.
Was
on
that Sootscales attacks? Okay.
I look to Gilly.
What do you
Yes.
mean? They are called bandits. They want to take stuff from you, like Tartuccio made you do to the Midflits.
Yes.
So Sootscales sees that around decks we can attacks.
But you can, but you don't have to. Because there might be more coming who will
Sootscales too small now. Stay away.
stay away, yes.
What we mean to say is those are very likely to attack you if they see you.
In case. We west, smooth skins from southwest. And you point, he doesn't really say that, but he points in the direction. We stay away from them.
Yes.
They always
and
attacks.
If you see pendants around the neck, they likely to attack.
Okay.
Have you seen it before?
Keep yourself safe.
Yeah, keep yourself
From
safe.
Sootscales kills ones, twos, scenes.
Are they the people from the southwest?
Yes, he points to a wall where there is one hanging with blood on it that's dried. We takes from those attack us. We tax Sims. Sootscales had more Sootscales at times. Defeat them. Sootscales now knows. Sootscales too smalls.
I leave them to your judgment, but it is okay to attack ones that wear that amulet.
Not smarts.
Not.
Smooth skin stronger than
I-
kobolds.
I
Must be
mean,
careful.
people who do not wear amulet avoid attacking.
Chief Sootscales knows what she means.
And we might give you something that makes if you can talk with them, if they want to talk, or if they want to attack and you don't want to fight, you maybe can show them something.
We will try to speak with other smoothskins and try to see if we can maybe help you to have more friendly people around the region.
Case.
there may be agreements that we could make, like one favor for another.
Trades.
that-
Yes.
Yes. Possible. Like the idea?
Sootscales can try. But Sootscales must get bigger. Sootscales too small now.
That's okay. You
Sootscales
do
must
not-
gain strengths.
do not have to fight.
For anything, Sootscales
okay.
need to be bigger.
Okay.
I have a question. Can a friend of ours come in here and ask you about Tartuk, what happened? She will write it down, I think. She's very interested and interesting. Do you know songs? Do you have any songs?
We got dragon songs.
I think she will ask you about them, probably. But if it's only if it's okay.
Songs not in yours speak. Kobold speaks.
Yeah, I think she's generally interested. It's fine, it's fine. Just wanted to know if it's okay.
Okay.
Good. Good.
Anything else?
How can the Sootscales be stronger?
Sootscales
help
has
with
more
that?
kobolds. Must hatch more kobolds.
Okay. Can we help with that?
No, Vanya, that's something they do between themselves.
Dude.
Sootscales hunts. Sootscales can hunt. Kobolds hunts. Kobold strongs.
I've just realized I have no idea what the kobold life cycle is like.
Yeah.
Painting on wall, that important?
Yes.
You can see Gilly is a bit. Her mood gets darker.
Sharptooth we worships. Give us strengths. The other
Yeah.
kobolds agree.
Are you okay?
Yeah, what's everything's fine. Let's talk later. Don't worry.
We'll be heading out now, then.
Chief Sootscales thanks you.
We may see each other again in future.
Come back, Sootscales biggers. More Sootscales.
Stay friendly.
We listen to yous.
Okay.
Let every kobold know. Let every Sootscale know.
They're all here.
Oh, wow. 7
Hey,
with
let's
Mitmik.
head back then.
As you start to head on out, you do get to the room that has the Mitflit. I'm curious, with that being said,
Yeah, like
do you do anything?
I was gonna say, if they're fine with it, I would have not gone through that room, which is the quickest route, but like the whole way around.
Yeah. Gilly will definitely take that route.
Okay, room with Mitflit.
You think we should put it out of its misery?
You see it staring at you. Yes! And it's just kind of reaching through the cage to like slash you.
We should just leave
Oh,
it.
what's its condition like?
It's a little beat up, but beyond that, it might be a little bit slightly starving as well. But it's a prisoner, and it's probably maybe one of the last or one of the very, very, very few remaining Mifflets in the region now.
I'm sorry.
Did one of the
do not-
kobolds follow us?
Sorry, Vanya, what do you want to say?
I just want to say, sorry. I do not wish to make any kind of decision. Whatever you want to do, Gilly. I'm probably.
Yeah, one does follow. The one that's been guarding, or the one that's been watching it the entire time. Like the guard, the door guardsman, essentially.
I turn back to him. Kobold, no. Sootscale, way.
Nut picks.
Did you want the Mitflit to stay alive?
Mitflits, here's to warns other Mitflits not to come backs. You say Mitflits guns? No cares.
Okay. Arifio strides up. Gilly, do you want to do it or should I?
Let me do it. And Gilly looks the Midflit in the eye and tries to land a blow through the bars with her long sword, just as quick as possible.
Mitflit, and they get stabbed. Cleanly through the neck to the back, severing the spine, killing it instantly.
And then puts the sword back. All right. Let's get on with it.
Get that of you.
And we're probably taking Tartushio's body out too. So we're very much
you're all
like
back.
an Undertaker.
You're all back. How did everything? What?
Well, no, Vanya's the first one to be out, I think, followed by Rabbit.
There's two Novas apparently. Nova was here. I didn't have-
Tartushio!
She learned mirror image from Tartusio.
Yeah.
You see Lindsay kind of mouth agape. Well, what's the? This is strange. Why is Tartusio in there, or was?
I don't know. We killed a purple kobold, and this happened.
Tartusio was the purple kobold?
He apparently chose
disguised himself as one, I think.
Yeah, he chose power over his companions, and in his greed, he tried to kill us. I had an inkling that it was something wrong with this kobold, but he just struck that kobold down. He wanted to be chief of this kobold tribe.
Fancied himself a king already.
I don't know what to say.
We took his body away from the chief of the kobolds. Maybe we can give him give his spirit a bit of rest. It's probably the right thing, even though Tartushio would not have given us any sort of respite.
You see Jaethal get a bit of a grin on her face as she thinks about something.
Oh, what's the matter, Jaethal? Everything all right?
Oh, nothing.
Vanya just loudly gulps.
I just think I know I'm gonna call forth on our next protection spell.
I kind of had the inkling that would be the case.
Oh God!
um,
I just now started sleeping again, Jaethal.
yes, I'm not ready to see his face again.
Well, if it'll bother you,
see-
then I will withhold that.
You see, it was Vanya who did the brave deed of striking down a very capable and
Maybe
Yeah.
having such a capable wizard providing us protection would not be such a bad idea.
Hmm. Yeah, let's maybe find a site around here where we could lay his body to rest and
Lindsay, if you want to know more about whatever Tartushio did, the kobolds would be happy to speak with you.
Oh, I do want an account. I haven't met the kobolds yet. I'm guessing they're going to be friendly if I go in there.
we'll go with you. Don't worry.
Okay.
That's gonna cook me.
When do you want me to do that? When you're burying her Tushi, you want me to go talk to them?
I think we should take Tartushio back.
To Olex? Hmm.
He was formally given a charter. Maybe it's best to notify everyone formally. I don't know.
Did we find the charters? Didn't he take the charters of the other people? No, he did. Just took the rations, right?
He has his own, and that was on his
Okay.
body.
Okay.
I think they would want to know, and maybe they traveled alongside him. Maybe they would want to do some specific. I don't know. Okay,
Yes, let's put him in some cloth and see.
Raphael
Do we
getting
know what
stressed.
his
Just
charter was?
walks to the horse.
Yeah. His charter, I think, was the same as ours. Or if you can I trouble you for some aid? My head is still hurting a bit from all of that weird magic he did on me.
Need me to patch you up?
I have maybe something along those lines. I don't know. I don't see any bleeding,
You got a
but
headache still?
yeah, it's like a very bad hangover.
Okay.
Very bad.
I remember Orifia giving us all elixir of life. I think. Some
Yeah.
elixir.
Oh, you're right.
Mhm.
Take one.
If it's still lingering, I can try to treat you. Just
All right. And like, if anyone wants to, Lindsay, if you want to take your time, go in there and ask them. I think it's very interesting.
Okay. Are you
One of us
gonna
should-
come with me, or?
Yes, I will come with you. Just maybe I can ask you a few questions, because there's this painting and I think it's some sort of god they worship, or
Dilly,
demon.
Dilly, I think there's one thing that sprung into my mind because I can't stop thinking about it ever since we went to Olix. And
Yeah.
what if it's the worm he's looking for? we cannot kill their god.
No, it's I don't think so. It's called Old Sharptooth, and it talked to the older chiefs. It's something intelligent. Might be something of the.
Who doesn't say that thing that Oleg talked about? It's not
I
intelligent.
think it's a demon. It's some sort of evil entity that makes them kill their own when they slight them. I had this feeling when looking at it that something was up with it. Maybe it was watching us. Maybe it is something. There is something deeper here, and maybe Lindsay can have a look. Maybe she can see something.
Okay, if we're talking about demons being in the walls, okay. You see, she's a little unsure now by that.
Oh, don't worry. No, nothing will. Everything will be fine. And he stands up.
J-Full, does any of that make sense to you? Maybe I don't know. You can tap into the spirits of the dead. Maybe you would know something. I don't.
If you're saying it's a demon, it's nothing I can do.
Okay.
They're not connected to the realms of the dead. But if you want me to take a look, I can take a look.
I think Lindsay will feel safer.
Okay.
I will stay by the horses in the meantime.
As the body of Tartushi was wrapped up, put on one of the horses, Jathal, Lindsay, Gilly, and if anyone else do step into the cave, you see for the first time Lindsay looking around. She sees the dead Mitflit. She follows along the wall. She sees the kobolds. Hi.
Watch out. The traps.
And I think that is what will end today's game.
Oh, it's a lot of fun. Like doing diplomacy just with a little tribe. It's a lot of fun.
Diplomacy with a lot of hero points.
Very proficiency, boy.
Yeah.
With it.
Yeah, it's really cool that the versatility. It's like a prepared spellcaster that can swap out spells from day to day compared to a spontaneous.
Yeah.
Like if you can do that with skills. I really enjoyed the expert proficiency we now have
Mm-hmm.
and different skills.